Link, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Welcome to round number 13 of Super Motocross. Stay with us. I'm going to give you a walk around the pits, but first I wanted to give you a look at the track. We got good news and bad news. The bad news is, yes, take a look at the puddles. We got the tarps on. We got the covers on. It is for the third consecutive round in a row. It is another wet day here at Supercross. We'll take a look over here if you can. It's been a tough stretch. Seattle, Foxborough, and now Philly. Tarp is on, no riding today on press day. They're working on the track, doing a few things. We'll give you a walk around the pits though. Thanks a lot for joining us, guys. We will have a full upload coming later on today that I want you to check out. So do please make sure that you're able to check that out as well. We'll have it uploaded for you in just a little bit. Right now they're doing some work on the racetrack. Hello, Lewis Woolley, good to see you. But take a look, this place is soaked. How many of you watched the round from Foxborough? Make sure you watch it all tomorrow live on Peacock, as they're bringing some of the starter blocks in right now, some of the tough blocks in. Optimistic forecast for tomorrow, and that is great news. How's the connection, by the way? Can you guys see me okay? Can you hear me okay? I was hoping it was a little bit stronger here in beautiful Philadelphia. As the track work continues, I'm gonna slide by right now. Let's head on out to the pits and see what we can find. Thank you guys for joining us. Welcome, Super Motocross fans. All right, whew. As I said, it is round number 13 of the Super Motocross series. Only 4 more to go after this for AMA Monster Energy Supercross, believe it or not. So it has been, it's been a crazy year. It's gone so fast. And I just cannot believe how cold and chilly it is here in Pennsylvania. Oh my gosh. We have felt every type of weather this year. We have felt every season. And I talked a lot about the pits being indoors at some of the rounds. They're not indoors for this round. And I'm sure a lot of teams wish they were. The wind is whipping. This is Pennsylvania just as I remembered it. Take a look, guys. Waterlogged and soaked. This is where the pit party will be. The Monster Energy Extravaganza. As we give you a look at Lincoln Financial Field, home of your Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, Matt S. Good morning. Hey, guys, let me know. I thought that I would have better service here. Can you see me? Can you hear me okay? How is the signal? I'm down to just a couple bars. ALR, I hope God keep giving you that energy. Thank you. Yes, I do hope God keeps giving me that energy as well. Thank you. Just got off the airplane as we are ready to go for another round of Supercross. A lot of the teams here unloading. It's going to be a chilly round for them. And I often rag about the weather in the Northeast, but this is unseasonable. It should be nicer at this point. My goodness, we're a week away from Easter. Yes, in Pittsburgh, we've had snow on Easter before, but it's expected to warm up and it should be a little nicer. As it is round number 13, Super Motocross. Let's take a walk through the pits. Thank you guys for joining us. Wow, we got the room filling up right now. Sam Dream Chaser says, hey, my little brother is in the hospital. Can you wish him a happy birthday? His name is Dixon Myers. Well, Dixon Myers, number 1, happy birthday. Number 2, I hope you have a very smooth recovery, and I hope you get out of the hospital real soon, my friend. Whew, guys, do me a favor, double tap the video. We got 0 likes. We got to fix that. Let's see if we can get more than 100 people watching this video. I'll take you inside the pits, right outside of where the Phillies play. This is a cool complex here in Philadelphia. 4 stadiums, I do believe, in this complex. You have where the Phillies play, you have the Link, you have where the Flyers and the Sixers play, and I think there's one other building for a total of 4, if I remember correctly. It's a huge market, Philadelphia, market number 4. It's big time over here. We're starting to get some service back, by the way, too. What I want to remind everybody of is make sure you're subscribed, because tonight I'll have a full, high-quality, horizontal video that you can check out that will have a lot of interviews and rider features. But unfortunately, no riding today. For the third consecutive week, no riding on press day. We might have to check in with our friends from Dunlop, my man Anthony. Woo, it is chilly. Might need a glove on here pretty soon. You know, Anthony comes all the way from California, and he's probably wondering, what the heck am I doing in Pennsylvania? And we got to say hello to the hardest working crew in all of motorcycle racing. It is Team Dunlop. These guys change tires in their sleep. So good to see you, man.
I'm not dreaming about being on the beach in Hawaii,
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to Philly, man. I'm sorry it's so cold for you here.
Yeah, you brought all the weather, dude.
We've had a heck of a weather year, haven't we?
Only at the races you've been at.
I know, right? I know. I'm starting to wonder if every round needs the indoor pit area. You guys probably love that in Seattle.
That's not bad. This ain't bad either if you look. I mean, we didn't have to set up. We ain't got to set up, but we got gear to stay warm.
That's true. You do have a nice awning up here. That's
Call
cool.
me lazy for not wanting to put the awning up, but
I like it. So here's a big question. What's the tire choice with these conditions this weekend? What are we running?
I don't know. We'll see. We have to see when they pull the cover off. You know, there was a split between some guys running the paddle tire last week and some guys running a intermediate tire. The issue is when they get down through the base, if there's a hard road base, that's one thing, but also too, they get down to the plywood. And the paddle's not what you want on the plywood.
Gotcha.
But as bad as the conditions were last week, I don't think anything was going to feel good. You're just hoping to survive.
You need a couple skis on your bike.
Another good point though is in a mud race, you want to make sure, like, what's a major thing for a mechanic? You don't want a mechanical failure, right? So especially like in the 250 class, when you have heavy mud like that, and if you're running a paddle, it puts a lot more load on the motor. So if you don't have a good, safe setup for the motor, or a rider that's going to be easier on the bike and trying to preserve the motor, you could put a lot more load and wear it out and have a potential failure. So that's another variable to consider.
Very true. So, a lot of bikes last week oozing white smoke. That's never a good sign.
Yeah, not as many DNFs as I would have thought. Or like not in a negative way, but I don't see it like how it used to be once upon a time, where it'd just be a graveyard of bikes. Yeah, the bikes held up pretty well.
Good.
Yeah, and the racing was crazy as far as the drama and everything like that. And it's cool to see some of those privateers get on the box.
Absolutely.
You know,
it's nice to shake it up. You get all different results in a muddy environment like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, AP, I can't imagine how many people had AP on their fantasy to go win. I guarantee there's a bunch of people that ended up doing well on that.
Man, I love that Motion Pro tire gauge. Oh my!
I love it
I might
too.
have to get one of those.
Yes,
Absolute beaut, man. So how are you holding up though? On the road, Motion Pro, everything going well over there?
Yeah, no, it's been real good.
Are you getting any sleep? You getting any days off?
On the plane.
That's about the same for me.
On the plane, yeah. No, it's been good. Motion Pro's been doing really well. Yeah, no complaints really.
Good stuff.
Got
man.
a couple things in the works, and then as far as the season goes, it's crazy to think that we're getting to the tail end.
I know, it doesn't feel like it. It feels like winter again, right?
Feels like we just met, dog.
Feels like we just met, man. How about it? Well, that's Anthony. He's always working hard, guys. Always giving us some insight. Double tap the video. Let's see what the comment says. He's not falling for it twice. Can we get a shot? Josh. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. But let's take a look. I just love watching these guys do their thing, because Anthony is just so fast, so proficient at changing tires. He can get it done. We did a video on him earlier this year. Less than 8 minutes, he changed it, and he was talking. He said that was actually slow for him, which is...
I think the fastest ones are in between lows that he races.
Wow.
They'll have the guy come in, and they might ride in practice and qualifying on their tire, so it's got like 2-3 sessions on it, and then they'll run it in the heat and then put something fresh on for the main. Some of the team guys do that, but when they bring the wheel over, it's hot, and everything's clean and the workspace is clear. And Marshall will go and he'll just pull the tires. And by the time he's done pulling the tire, I already have it off.
Nice.
We slam that thing on so fast.
Nice.
Those are the ones in between that, like, it's at the end of the day too, so you're just getting everything done quick. Those ones feel the best.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Good stuff, guys. The gentleman from Dunlop getting it done. I believe last time you told me the truck changes a total of, what would you estimate? Did you say 300?
No, not 300. I'd say
300.
anywhere, for Supercross, it depends on the round. It could be anywhere from like 180 to 200.
Ooh, that's a lot of tires, man. Yeah, that's a lot of tires.
Between 3 guys.
They got 3 guys over here working, doing a great job, as always, working out here in the
Do you
cold.
change your own tires?
Well, you know, it's been a while.
You guys got to see his face. He needs to be self-promoted when he says that. He's like,
Yeah, I have changed them. I usually nick up the rim a little bit more than you, though. That's why I'm taking lessons.
Yeah.
Because my man over here, no marks on the rim at all. I used to think you needed a tire machine to leave the rim unscathed, but not you, man.
no, it's just leaving the spoon in when it gets tight is important. So like when you're taking the tire off, it's hard to nick the rim, but on the install, whenever it gets tight, if you leave your spoon in, the odds of you nicking it are significantly less because you're not having to force it in and out. So you just have to pay attention to that. And once you know what to look out for, it's really simple. I'll show you real quick on this side.
Look at this. Anthony's the man. You guys taking notes out there so we can all change our own tires? 180 of you watching live. That is so awesome. Do me a favor. We need 100 likes right now for my man Anthony. Everybody double tap the video. 219. Anthony, it must be your handsome face or your magnetic personality. They're tuning in left and right for you. 219 people. But we've only got 18 likes. We got to get more likes than that, right?
People warm up to me.
You know what we were doing the other night, Wednesday? We were at Clearwater Showtime Drag Strip. They're having a small tire shootout. We got 800 likes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. As we take a look.
I'm trying to think, what did I do this week? Went on a couple bicycle rides.
Cool.
Did a Murph.
Oh, wow.
Some workouts. Trying to eat better.
Yeah.
My wife's got a fitness challenge going on.
Good
so,
stuff, man. Good stuff. You might have to send her diet plan my way. Mine's been rough on the road. I'm good when I'm home. It's the road, man.
You just gotta exercise.
Oh,
Like, get up in the
exercise.
morning before you come out. Like before you come here, just go hit like a quick little run.
Yep.
Nothing crazy, just enough to get your heart rate up.
You know what I find, too? Keeps you in the right mindset.
Yeah.
My diet's a little better if I can sneak in a workout. Because then
Yeah.
you realize, let me not waste my workout.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's just, McDonald's, chocolate cake, let's go.
Yeah. So here's what you do.
Look
So if
at-
you look right here, check this out. So when I go, I don't go much past 90, and I'm leading this part on right here, right? I'm not trying to get this part on where the spoon's at. I'm trying to lead this part that's like an inch and a half behind. So I'm gonna slide it over with my thumb and then lead that on. And I take these small bites, right? Even if I'm doing it for time, I take small bites and I keep sliding it over like that. And you can see right here, this is where it gets really tight. So if you were to look at any wheel, usually the scratches are all in the same place, which is where the finishing point on the bead is, right? So I leave this in, I slide it over, little baby bites. Right there, I'm gonna take a big bite, get that on, just like that. That is how you not scratch your wheel.
Man, you are awesome. I wish you guys had an off week next week, because I would invite you to a little place called Glen Helen for the two-stroke nationals, which I will be calling the live stream of. We're excited about that. Carson Brown's going to be there. Mark Tilley, Milton from FXR, the whole crew, man.
That's right.
Mike Brown, I think, is going to be there. Ryan Villapoto, I think, is going to run it.
That'll be
a lot of the big SoCal heavy hitters will be there.
That's cool.
And who doesn't love two strokes, right?
I got a two-stroke at home, actually.
What do you got?
I got a really nice 06 YZ125.
Ooh, nice.
And it was funny, I got it. It was my first dirt bike ever, because I came from road racing. And my boss at the motorcycle shop at the time, he ended up getting it from there's a customer that bought it for like $900, and then my boss bought it for $1,000.
Nice.
This is in 2009.
Nice.
And it was mint, had hardly any hours on it, and he ended up giving it to me as a bonus to get me into riding. So it's like I'll never sell that bike.
Beautiful.
And then just over the years, been able to kind of trick it out. It looks pretty stock, but it's got all the quality little details on there. See, check this out. Look how tight this is. See that? So I'm just gonna scoot this over like that. I'm pulling my spoon back and out.
Bro.
Boom.
He's a
No
pro,
scratches.
guys. He's a pro. No scratches. Getting it done.
And then this is a cool little trick too. So if you look at the valve stem, right? I go here. I always go right next to it like this. I'm not very scientific on it. I don't know why, but for some reason when I go and lift it up like that, it frees this up much better. So if there's any binding going on, that's like a cheap little insurance. And then if I gotta cock it straight a little bit, I'll just hit it with the spoon. And because it has all that powder in there, the tube can move freely and adjust to its natural position. So if you look at that, that's pretty straight.
Awesome. Is Anthony awesome or what, guys? You guys taking notes out there? Come on. We need 100 likes right now. 307 people watching, only 34 likes. Can we get some likes for Fly Eagles Fly? We are in the home of the Super Bowl champions.
Somebody was awesome.
Is he awesome? He was saying he's the best, fastest tire changer at Dunlop.
Never
Is that
said
true?
that.
We got to introduce this fine man again. Could you please give me your name again, sir?
My name's Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton from Dunlop, ladies and gentlemen. Send him some love. Send him some likes. Uh-oh. I'm going to distract him.
Got me all excited.
I wonder what would happen if we had a drag race. If all three of you started and we said go, who would do it the fastest?
The man to the left.
Oh, okay. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. We are getting it
He's
done.
got lightning fast reflexes.
Yeah, it's like a cat.
How about this, guys? We are live. It is another wet round of Supercross. Let's hope we're dry next week in Jersey. Let's hope we're dry in Pittsburgh. We could have snow in Pittsburgh. I can tell you that as a native burger and that. But we're right here. We're going to take you all around. Like I said, make sure you subscribe because later on today we will drop a full preview video. We'll hopefully have some interviews. We'll see which riders want to talk. A lot of them did talk to us at the last round we were at, so hopefully that trend continues. It's always fun to catch up with Anthony and all the boys here from Dunlop as they just... I did have some good questions. At the last round I was in Seattle. I was just asking everybody, you know, tricks to win a mud race. What's the best strategy? They're all saying good start, stay up.
Stay up. That's the big
Benny Bloss was saying it helps to be a bigger guy, longer legs. It's just crazy to me.
attitude.
Attitude,
Not coming
yeah,
in
for
with
sure.
a defeated attitude, like you gotta take your toys home from the sandbox.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you gotta have a good attitude, I would imagine.
It's just amazing to me how it can change so much from one moto to the next too. Like last week, Chase Sexton went out there, dominated his heat race. We're like, oh, he's gonna be tough. And then he had a lot of trouble in the main, which can happen. The track changes.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
One mistake hurts you. You go down in that mud and your grip gets wet, your goggles get wet,
Well,
your
then
bike gets wet.
Then wouldn't you think of this? Wouldn't you try and strategize like risk management? So like some of the guys, the younger guys I was listening to them, especially the SMX Next riders, they're trying to figure out what rhythms they're gonna try and do. And I heard some saying, well, I could go double, no problem. And then some others I was hearing, they were saying, well, if I try and do one double, then single, and then double, because they were saying that the risk of, like, say you go 2-2, and then you don't land right, and then you get stuck. That could be like 18 to 30 seconds right there. But if you single everything clean, you know, and you don't make a mistake, it's going to be risk management. And that's where I saw a lot of riders that maybe they don't take that type of risk in optimum conditions, but they're very cautious and have good technique. And then you see those guys do really well in the mud races. You know, like Tristan Lane is a good example.
Oh yeah, he
of
does
that,
a great job.
You know, he ended up doing. I think he got a career best 12th place. You know, he crashed, or I think he crashed once. He got taken out by a down rider, and then he ended up going in for a goggle change, which a lot of guys did.
Yes.
But he ended up doing really well. But that's a guy that has great technique, and he's not a huge risk taker, in those kind of conditions, it takes a rider like that to have some success, you know. Or he could just be Cooper Webb and be a dog, you know. But
It's going to be an interesting battle down the stretch here.
yeah,
Hopefully Ken Roxon's okay. I saw he aggravated his ankle.
I think that guy will
Find
be
a way.
just fine, dude. Considering all the stuff he's gone through, takes a lot more than
Yes.
a dab or a shoulder or whatever he's got going on. If he's been hurt this amount of time, he sure ain't looking like it.
No, he
He's
sure
riding
isn't.
really well.
He sure is, absolutely. So, well, I love it, guys. We're going to cruise around a little bit, but how about a big thank you to Anthony from Dunlop, his entire team. I'll get to some questions too. I've had it in selfie mode because the audio is better that way. Let's see what some of the questions are. Someone says, "Hey Jack, another mutter." Shout out from Scotland. Notes taken. Stupid rain. Another muddy race. Hey, you know what? Somebody says, "Hey Billy Bob, go Billy." But hey, there he is. There he is. Good to see you, man. Oh, man, don't put him on film. Put him on. Oh, he loves it.
That's Donald Davis right there.
I-
You can't tell me someone who cuts their hair like that don't like to be on film. He's all about the
That's
Look
true.
at that haircut.
Well, you know
I
what?
bet you take a level later.
He was mad. He's a great mechanic, but I think he was a little bit upset that the lovely female mechanic on that team was stealing all the attention in Seattle.
Yes.
So he
That's
wanted
why I had to get a fresh fade.
he wanted to even it out a little bit. Is our lovely female mechanic here today? Hold on. That's the. Oh
Hey,
man.
I was just. Hey, for what it's worth, I was just giving his rider Tristan Lane a bunch of love right now.
Oh yeah, Tristan Lane doing a great job. Yeah,
Talking him up.
Tristan.
Yeah.
Tristan
I didn't have
Lane.
anything to say about his mechanic, but
Tristan's done a fantastic job. Absolutely. Awesome, guys. Well, cool. Well, I'll be back. I'm going to cruise around a little bit, see who I can bug here, see what kind of scoop we can get. But I do appreciate it, Anthony. We'll be back in a little bit. Always good to see you guys. How awesome is that? Hey, do me a favor. If you guys want me to cruise around the rest of the pits, I need to get 100 likes right now. We're at 59. That means we need 41. Here's how you like it if you haven't liked it yet. Tap, tap. Double tap the video. I need you to also check in where you are watching from. It's cold. It's 42 degrees and wet in Philadelphia. What the heck is going on? It's almost Easter. It should be really, really nice. It's not, unfortunately. What are you gonna do? If I see 100 likes, I'm gonna walk around the rest of the pits and give you guys a look. Make sure you're subscribed as well because we'll have a big feature coming tonight. We'll see what riders we can talk to. Let me know who you want me to talk to. Hey, B-Rave, watching from Seattle. Well, I thought Seattle was bad weather. B-Rave, we had nicer weather in Seattle than we do here in Philly. Pretty comparable, actually. But I will tell you, it's colder here in Philadelphia. West Texas watching us. We need 31 more likes, and we'll continue this trip around the pits. Also want to let you guys know you can get your official Cycle Drag shirt at CycleDragShop.com. Shout out Kawasaki. You guys want to see the new Kawasaki bicycle? 30 more likes and I'll show you the new Kawasaki bicycle. They're putting it together right now. Come on, keep those likes going up as Baby Salem watching from his basement. I have noticed these awesome Cowie bicycles, man. They are so cool.
Good morning, man. How you doing today?
Good to see you, man. What's your name?
My name's Greg.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Greg.
to meet you too, brother.
Where are you out of?
Tampa, Florida.
Where at?
Newport Richie area.
Oh, very
I've seen
cool.
you in Daytona a few
Yeah,
times.
nice to see you. I came from Tampa this morning.
Nice.
I'm in Clearwater.
Oh yeah, right a little south of me, man.
I thought you
Welcome.
might be in Foothills Ranch, California, home of Cowie.
I wish it'd be a lot warmer out there for sure.
So you work on a remote basis for Kawasaki?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, just on the marketing program here with the Electro program.
Beautiful. You work for a great man named Ken Essex?
Yes.
Yes.
He's over there at Cowie and Foothills Ranch Road. I'm under the Feld program.
Oh, you're under the
Yeah,
Feld
I'm under the
program.
Feld, yeah.
Very cool, man.
Out
Good
of
stuff.
Bradenton down there by us.
Bradenton. Good stuff.
Yep.
Well, good stuff. Thanks for showing
man.
us, man. We love it. Is that Kawasaki bicycle awesome or what? Come on, guys. We need.
man. Take
Good to
care,
see
bud.
you. Thank you very much. We're trying to straight drive. We need 25 more. I will take you for a walk around the entire pits. I promise. If you guys give me 25 more likes. Johnny Carpenter says, "Can we get Cycle Drag shirts for the two-stroke nationals?" Well, Johnny, the best way to do that is to go to CycleDragShop.com right now, and I'll get it mailed to you before the two-stroke nationals. That way you have it before, because it is kind of tough to bring things on the plane. But I do appreciate it, Johnny. Josh says, you have British weather today. Yes, we do. Baby Salem says, nice stream. Come on, guys. Tap the screen. Let's go. Check in. Right now, let's clear that before I take you for a walk around the pits. I need everybody to like the video, and I need you to check in where you're watching from. No, this is not a drag race. This is Supercross. This is round number 13. 4 more rounds to go after this. Cooper Webb leading the points in the 450 category. Will he get it done? All right, now we got some check-ins coming in. Northern Nevada checking in. That's Play Dirt USA. 16 more likes is what we need for 100. Wayne Murphy says, Jack, go to Lawrence Camp for Dean Wilson. Tell him I'm supporting him from London. I will. Costa Rica in the house. MX Supercross Indonesia in the house. We need 15 more likes, guys. Keep those likes coming. 13, come on. Double tap the video and we'll take a walk around the pits. Kyle Hester from Chicago, Illinois. Wayne Murphy says, bless, bro. Well, God bless everybody watching this. Also, make sure you're subscribed because, like I said, we're going to do some interviews here in a little bit, and we'll have that all posted today before we go back home to beautiful Tampa, Florida. Germany watching us. 8 more likes. Shout out watching us from America. WRUP. James Davis from Cokeville, Tennessee. Maryland. Come on, guys. 7 more likes. 7 more likes. We got to get to 100 likes if we want to get moving. Mercedes says, you love me. Thank you very much. Dry Philly gang. 4 more likes and we'll go. Washington. Thank you. You're very welcome. None of your business. Number 5. Daniel Moore from Naples, Florida. Bobby Bishop from Texas. Matt Harris from Houston, Texas. 1 more like. Who's going to put us over the edge? Brian Gilly. There it is. There's our 100 likes. Thank you guys so much for that. Detroit in the house. Now do make sure you're subscribed, like I said, because we'll have a full video coming. Now, as promised, I'm not a liar. I told you, you get to 100 likes, we'll take you for a walk around the pits. So let's cruise. Let's take a look. It is a wet, chilly day as we get ready to start round number 13 of Supercross. It's going to be another mud race. Hopefully not as bad as Foxborough, though. I don't think it will be. As we take a look at Star Racing Yamaha. They got some talented mechanics over here. Putting on the graphics, making it look like $1 million. Mechanics really get put to the test during these mud races, too. Keeping the bikes cool. You saw a lot of white smoke puffing out from a lot of the motorcycles last week. So these mechanics certainly will be put to the test, but some of the best mechanics in the world are here. And there's the very popular 38 of the one and only Hayden Degan. Big congratulations to him. He was on Fox and Friends with his dad and his sister yesterday. Big shout out to the 34 over here. All right, guys, let's continue to walk around and see what we can find here in Philadelphia. Thank you guys so much. 256 of you watching live. We'll give you an update on the track as well. Track doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad. Not after what we saw a week ago. I promise you that. But it's been such an interesting year. Like I said, we went to Birmingham, Alabama. It was a month ago, and everybody was inside, and it was a beautiful day. And then in Seattle, we were inside, and that helped because of the rain. But out here in Philadelphia, there's coverings, which I know the teams like. They don't have to put up the big awnings because of that. So they were able to just pull right in. They do like that, but they're dealing with some cold temperatures. I mean, my goodness. It is chilly. 40 degrees out here. 40 degrees. Got Team Husqvarna, Team KTM setting up. Will be a big weekend for them. Team KTM. Hoping Chase Sexton can continue his ascension to the top of the points. Let me know who you guys, do me a favor, guys. Let me know your pick. Who's going to win 450 and 250 down below? Give me your podium picks. Let's hear your podium in 450 and 250 down below. And of course, you can watch this tomorrow live on Peacock. We always invite you to do that. That's why we're here, to help promote. And here is some of the machines. Juju's bike. We're going to see any rubbing his racing type moments between Juju and the one and only Hayden Degan. There's the big number 1. 90 degrees in San Angelo, Texas. Are you kidding me? 90 degrees in Texas, 40 in Philadelphia. Go figure. As we continue to give you a walk down the line, we'll check in with some of our friends live here from Philadelphia. We'll be back out on track. Like I said, we'll let you get a good look at this waterlogged facility here, Philadelphia, Lincoln Financial Field. What a crazy day it is. Absolutely. Whew. I can see my breath. That's how cold it is. Look at it. I don't know. Can you guys see it? That's not right. It's a week till the Easter Bunny. And it looks like I'm vaping. And I don't vape. Wow. Looks like some of the riders already starting media day with media day availability. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Turn 4 distribution doing an interview right now. Cool. Let's see what else we can find. We got the factory gas team over here. Pro Circuit Kawasaki. Yeah, how many of you, anybody watching from California, Southern California? If so, I hope you guys come out to the Two-Stroke Nationals next week. I will be there at Glen Helen Raceway. I'll be calling the live stream. It's going to be a great turnout. Some big names expected, as I was talking about with Anthony. I think Ryan Villapoto's coming, Carson Brown's coming, and I hope you guys come out and enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And here are our friends from Team Triumph getting ready once again for another mud race. Austin Faulkner had a tough outing in Foxborough. Looking for a better result here. On a wet and cold day from Philadelphia. All right. Let's see what else we can find. Who we can find. 10:49 on the East Coast. I know at about 1 o'clock, I think we'll get some official media availability. Colt Nichols over here with his 45. Let's go check in with Team Beta. They've been doing a great job, and if you guys follow our exploits, you know we're in Mesquite, Nevada 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, I can't keep my day straight. 6 days ago, where Dare DeMartille was able to get it done. Second place out there in the NGPC series. Beta doing such an outstanding job here in Supercross. And they've got a motor pool. Some extensive work being done here in the Beta pits. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
We're doing all right.
We got, what type of project we got going over here? Oh, little engine swap. Okay. Engine swap for Team Beta. It's like they're going to put in a new bullet after last week's muddy Foxborough race. What a beautiful motorcycle, though, and what a great season this team is having. We needed you last week in Mesquite, Nevada, where our good friend Dare DeMartille took home a second. How about that? Took home a second on the Beta 490RR out there. Almost caught Dante Oliveira. But I'll tell you, Oldenberg and Benny Bloss have done a fantastic job. I'm really a fan of these bikes. What do you guys think about Factory Beta? Let me know down below. We'll take a look at this engine swap in progress. How long do you guys think it takes the talented mechanics from Beta to swap in an engine? They had to guess. Oh, that's okay. We understand. It's a long season. Sorry you got to work out in this 40-degree cold Philly weather. Yeah, I understand that. Too bad we're not inside like Seattle or Birmingham, right? Yeah, I know. Where are you from? Oh, so you're definitely not used to this cold. This is like... That's true. Huntington Beach is a little expensive. This might be Huntington Beach weather on like January 2nd. Never, I know, never. It's been... Oh my gosh. How about the great Carlin Gardner? Does he hide in a semi when it gets this cold? Oh, nice. Good for him. He's the man. He's the man. He's swapping wheel bearings. So is this just a lot of the service from Foxborough that you're doing now? Is that how this works? Or?
No, it was just like we need to like swap some stuff, you know?
Okay.
Like if it was going to be a little bit muddier, maybe we would have left this one in there, but this is looking like it's probably going to be more normal. I'm just putting the right situation in. Because you don't know.
Yeah.
You know, when it looks like it's going to rain an inch and a half on last Sunday, it looks like it's going to rain an inch and a half tomorrow.
Right.
I prepared for that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But now it's going to change. Like I'm going to put a little different spec in there, you know?
Cool.
I don't like it because I had the time to do it. It took me 15 hours to rebuild the bike last week.
Oh.
I took way long though. Like other guys were done like a couple hours later. Like, but I don't know. I never been a build like that before. In San Fran, we did it at the shop, so it was different. You know, it was a little bit easier.
I'll see, guys. It's not easy to be a factory mechanic. A lot of hard work down here for sure. As he gets ready to hoist that Beta engine up over the frame rails. I better watch hanging out over here. They're going to put me to work. I'd happily help these guys. Now, this Beta motorcycle is finally constructed. Carlin Gardner, who I mentioned, he was actually involved in some of the development. It's just a really high quality Italian motorcycle. Look how easy that engine came out. Super cool. Old bullet is out. New bullet coming in for Mitchell Oldenberg, 49. Kasperi says, why aren't you helping the guy? Well, number one, I'm trying to film for you here on Racing Jack. Number two, I don't want to get in this fine man's way. He's got it taken care of. And let's hope Mitchell Oldenberg has a great performance. Mitch. Oh, terrible, terrible. So in Foxborough, I imagine pressure washer station was busy.
I was only in there for 10 minutes. Someone fired up our pressure washer. No water going to it. And they absolutely fried both our pressure washers.
Oh my god.
Destroyed them. One literally exploded.
No.
Yeah.
Were you able to borrow another one?
We had electric ones that we had to use, but it was a pain in the butt, you know.
Now, is it safe to say, I know you guys don't really like washing nowadays on race day. I know back in the day they used to always wash them, but I heard now with so much electronics on the bike, they try not to wash them.
I mean, I try not to if I don't have to, but like Star doesn't. But if they can avoid it, because back in the late teens, like Star was having they'd wash and have an electrical issue.
Yeah.
But I don't think they do now.
Gotcha.
But it's just, that's just carried over. Like
Gotcha.
That happened 8 years ago. We're not gonna let it happen again. I think it happened like J-Mart's bike or something like that.
Got you guys. Well, yeah. Sometimes they like to just wipe them down if they can, but when you come to mud races like this, it's a disaster, and your rider's a disaster. You have to wash. So they'll cover them up as much as they can. But hopefully it's not going to be as bad tomorrow as it was in Foxborough. I think the forecast looks pretty good. I don't think there's any rain in the forecast tomorrow so far. Oh, in the morning? All right, he says it's going to end by 8 or 9. Justin D says Beta's a great looking bike. We've got Remington Thrasher watching from Idaho Falls. Kasperi 2 says water finds ways in to cause electrical issues. It's a long time thing. Brian says live chat is always fun. Thank you, Brian. If we could for a second, Mitchell's Mechanic, could you please introduce yourself one more time? What is your first name?
My name's Taylor Muto, like I said, from Huntington Beach, California.
Nice to meet you, man.
Live in Paso Robles. I came over with Colt last year. I've known Carlin since 2015 when I
Good
first started
stuff.
being a mechanic.
Were you Carlin's mechanic back then?
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
worked with the Mosmans,
Okay.
so I met him through that.
Oh, cool. You know our buddy Josh Mosman?
Oh yeah,
There we
yeah.
go.
That was like my first real gig. I was his racing practice guy, and I was Michael's practice guy.
Very cool.
So I was so green though. I just worked as hard as I could because I did not know that much stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
too bad you'll be in Newark, New Jersey, but next week we'll see Josh Mosman at the Two-Stroke Nationals. I'll be
Yeah.
calling that out of Glen Helen.
Race against our guy Bryson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
That'll be fun.
Josh is a really good guy.
Yes,
so
he is.
I like him a lot. Him and his whole family is great.
You'll never believe who I was talking to on the phone 2 days ago. The legend Rodney Smith.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
I went to his house in Idaho. I had to go drop a van off to him. That guy's the man.
He's out at Scott Harden's Nevada ride right now having a blast. So
Yeah, he's cool. He showed me all his bikes in his garage and stuff like that. I don't know the history of off-road that well, but I appreciated seeing all the stuff he got. I know he's badass.
yeah, he really is.
He's a fun time to be around too. He has a good time.
He's one of the best, man. It's great that he's got Beta on board. Look, there's the one and only Carlin Gardner. We've been talking about him. His ears are burning. Good to see you, man. We got all kind of stuff going on. Engine swap. We're checking this baby over.
Yeah, last weekend was gnarly.
Guys, there is the one and only Carlin Gardner. If you don't remember this stud, this privateer stud who helped develop this bike. And I'm very impressed with how easy that engine came out. These guys, I mean, I know these guys are pros, but it seems like another great design. A Beta engine's easily in and out.
Yeah, no, they're easy to work on, but these guys work on them every day, so they make it easy.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, you think I was triple checking to make sure I had all my electrical unplugged? Yeah, you guys got me under the microscope over here.
How about your buddy Dare DeMartil last week? Second place, almost won it. He's so close.
No, he did awesome.
He did really good, man.
He did
really
awesome.
good.
We tried out a different tire for that race. And it
Scoop.
kinda-
Was it
yeah,
Scoop?
yeah, and it kind of went away a little bit on him at the end, just with the hard pack on the track. So he lost a little bit of traction towards the end, but I think it helped in the beginning as well. So it's kind of a give and take. But he rode really good.
We
just
gotta
gotta
get you
fix it.
out there one day. I think you might still have some gas in the tank. That
I've been riding. I did a 30-minute moto, and I sent it to the racers the other day. No, I ride for fun, but
That's cool.
my time is gone.
We had a really crazy step up out there. That was just total commitment.
Have a ski?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's
you see
gnarly.
that one?
It's gnarly.
We had one scary incident too. Moto KK kind of got on the wrong line, and Giacomo Redondi was coming behind her hot, and it was, thank goodness they were both okay, but it was a little
They
sketchy.
were going backwards and stepping down.
Oh my
We did
god!
last year, 2 years ago. I thought that was more dangerous.
Nuts.
But that was a good track.
It was a great track, man.
Track.
We're rooting you guys on. I talked to Rodney Smith a couple days ago. He's so pumped about what's going on with your team and what's going on with Dare DeMartil. Big year for Beta, man.
Yeah, it's been amazing. We just keep plugging.
Cool.
Our guys are nonstop.
You know the old adage, they say, win on Sunday, sell on Monday. Are you feel like you're getting more interest from dealers and people, the average consumer?
We have a great dealer network as it is, and we got to win one before we can really sell that. But everything's been going great. The dealers have been awesome. The feedback from all the customers and fans of the teams and stuff have been awesome. And we just got to keep working and doing the best we can, and we'll get the return we need.
Awesome motorcycle, man. Show them some love in the comments. Let's see what some of those comments say, guys. What do you think about Team Beta? Josh35 says the mechanic seems cool. Josh35 says he fast-tracked his career. None of your business says we watched Dare rip. He is awesome. That is so cool, guys. Well, thank you so much. As Lewis Woolley's talking about a Beta dealer in San Angelo, Texas. These are great bikes. Look at them, high quality for sure. And I always give Carlin a shout out because he was involved in the development of this motorcycle.
Tell him to follow the new Beta Racing.
Let's do it. You got a lot of shout outs for you. Josh35 was saying seems like a really cool mechanic.
I appreciate that.
So thank
Follow
you.
we got a new Beta Racing account. I struggle a little bit social media wise. We go give it a follow.
That's cool.
TikTok,
Yeah, little
Instagram.
TikTok, Instagram,
TikTok.
YouTube.
While it's still up.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Hey, click
While
the
it's
like,
still-
click the subscribe button, ring that
No,
notification
we just started
bell.
it.
Yeah.
We just started it, so we're growing it.
Well, I'm just hoping TikTok sticks around. I don't know. Things get a
Nah,
little
they're
messy
fine.
with
They're
China.
too big to fail.
Bite dance. We'll see.
Too
Hopefully.
big to fail. But if anyone else is coming to the Philly race, come by with hats, stickers.
How about that, guys? Well, right now we've got 325 people watching. Carlin, we got to fix something. We need 56 more likes to get 200 likes. So everybody got to tap the screen. Tell them to double tap the screen. Double tap the
Hit the
screen.
like button.
Let's see 200 likes for Team Beta. These guys are working hard. Carlin's making a dream come true. We got Mitch Oldenberg, Benny Bloss. Benny Bloss told us 2 weeks ago, riders that are taller may have an advantage in the mud. Come on, give them some love, guys. Give them some love. 153. We got to get over 200 likes for Team Beta. Factory Racing. Carlin said, if you're here tomorrow, come by. They got some Beta stickers. They got some Beta swag. They got all kind of good stuff. You can get an up-close look at the bike. We talked about it, too, last week. NGPC, they're actually raffling off a Beta at the end of the year. If you get in that drawing, you could win a Beta motorcycle. Very, very cool. Yeah, the team is very solid. High quality Italian motorcycle. Rideability. All right, 157 likes. Thank you guys for driving it up. We do appreciate it. If you're just joining us, we're at Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Super Bowl champion Eagles. How many Eagle fans do we have? Fly, Philly, fly. We are here. They got quite a squad over here servicing all these bikes. Looks like Carlin's going to put on the front wheel. Yes, B-Rave, they are for sale. There's dealers all over the United States you can check out. How you doing, man? I heard you love the Philly Eagles. Is that true? Oh, we got a Ravens fan in the house. Guys, in the comments, I want to know your favorite football team. He likes the Ravens. They like the Eagles. I'm a Steelers guy. We got Aaron Rodgers coming this year, hopefully.
We're going to your team.
I can't. I'll be there. I'll be there. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a Beta sticker in Pittsburgh. How about that? You're the man. I'll get it autographed by Dare D. Martil. You ever heard of Dare D. Martil? He's kicking butt out in the NGPC. If you don't mind, sir, why don't you introduce yourself? What's your name?
My name is Vincent Dawson. I'm the logistics manager / driver for the race team.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
How long you been hooked up with Beta?
I'm brand new.
Brand
Since
new?
brand new, started the team.
That's cool.
And loving everything about his family, and I couldn't ask for a better job.
Awesome, man.
Better opportunity.
Show him some love, guys. Even though he's a Ravens fan, show him some love down below. We're live on a channel called Racing Jack, 346 people watching.
Okay.
What is it like to live this circus road life, city to city? Like I looked at the haul. My last race was Seattle. The haul from Seattle to Foxborough, it really doesn't get much longer than that.
48 hours.
Woo.
48 hours, 3,800 miles.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
So you had some driving help for that one?
Nope, all single driver.
No way.
Just me by myself.
Oh, Carlin, look at that. Dude, I get a hat. Thank you very much. Liquid Molly.
I still owe you shirts. and
All right,
some
he owes
hats.
me a
I
shirt.
keep forgetting.
There we
I'm
go.
gonna send you stuff.
How about that? How about my man? I hope you got my man some energy drink after that haul from Seattle to Foxborough, huh?
He's dialed. It's nothing for him.
So do you enjoy it and appreciate it when the series stays in one region for a while? Like right now, we're going to be in the Northeast for a while. Hey, look who it is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tall Man himself.
No, I love it because honestly, from January to April, I'm not home. So my home is an hour and 20 minutes south of here, which is Parkville, Maryland. And it's good. My wife, my family, my twin brother right there, Vernon, he's here. So it's good to see that. I don't get that opportunity like the other guys to go home. So I'm stuck on the road.
That's
which
very cool.
I'm not going to complain because that's the job I choose. I love to do it. Love to keep this truck in tip-top condition, ready for the mechanic when we come to the track. Everything's organized for them and ready to go.
That is awesome, fellow road warrior. I love it. We got Josh35 says, congratulations on the job. We've got Kyle Heister says, what's up, brother? We got Brian Erickson who says, "Go Benny." We got a lot of Beta fans out there in the comments, man.
Yes. I
Very
appreciate
cool.
it. We appreciate it. Really do. It's a heartwarming family here. We really stick together. We really gel, and I couldn't ask for anything else.
B Rave says, "Shout out to the drivers."
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have any of this equipment here.
You're
So
100% right. Yep.
you're awesome.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank
Racing
you.
Jack on YouTube is where you're at right now, as we are freezing in Philly. We still didn't get to 200 likes yet. Come on, guys. We got to get to quick tour live. Are you sure? All right, guys. Carlin is going to take us. I got to see 200 likes right now if we're going to accept this private tour of the semi from Carlin Gardner. This is unbelievable. He didn't have to do this. This is unbelievable VIP treatment from Carlin Gardner, who I think, what do you think, yes or no? I think he should get on a bike, come out to NGPC, and run with Dare as a teammate. Maybe end of the year, who knows?
I'll do the 45-minute race,
he'll
not
do
the
the-
hour and a half long race.
Good stuff. All right, let me sneak under the,
Just don't show the engine stuff.
okay, don't show the engine stuff. Could have some spies watching. 12 more likes, guys, 12 more likes, and we'll take you behind the scenes in beta. 404 people watching us live right now. Carlin, if we don't get 10 more likes, we're not going. 191, tell them, come on. 404
They're
people
close.
watching.
It's gonna be a bummer if they miss
If you guys are gonna miss a tour of beta, you're gonna make us miss. Everybody needs to double tap the video right now. Double tap it, and we'll go on a. Uh-oh.
It's close.
It's coming. Might be a slight delay on there too. Tell them I said what's up. Come on, guys. We just hit 214. That was
Okay,
quick.
okay.
All right, we're going 214. Thanks to Carlin Gardner, we're gonna get a private tour of beta. This is where you may even see the world famous Benny Bloss in here.
Yeah, so right now they're tearing some stuff apart. Just don't show the engines torn apart up close.
Okay. You tell me where to be.
I'll just give you a quick rundown
Thank
of kind
you.
of some of the drawers we have.
What an opportunity, guys.
Basically, everything is just set up to where we can rebuild the bikes on the road.
Unbelievable.
So everything's trying to be as easy as possible, organized, labeled. So mechanics know where they can get it as soon as possible.
Now I imagine you've got what, 5 or 6 of everything you could possibly need.
Different sprockets, gearing, chains, Regina chains, Mika sprockets.
And where is this truck based out of? Where is the headquarters?
In Paso Robles.
Paso Robles.
Yeah, Paso
Okay.
Robles is our headquarters.
How often does it go back to get replenished?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll fly in and out with certain parts that we need, but the base of it's loaded
all that
once we
crap.
So
Wow.
some
Beautiful.
slave guards, works connection bolt shot devices, titanium foot pegs.
Man, they've got it all. They've got it all. I can see why Benny Bloss likes being a member of this team.
A titanium drawer.
Shout out Benny. Here he is. Good
Best
luck,
team
man.
in the pits.
Look at all this hardware.
That's titanium.
Titanium hardware. Wow. Beautiful.
Feel how light that is?
Let's see, guys. Is this awesome or what, guys? Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Very cool. You guys loving this behind the scenes tour or what? Big thanks goes out to Carlin and Beta. Smash like for this. Let's get over 300 likes. We got 477 people watching live, Carlin.
Yeah.
And-
So I mean, we'll have spare engines. So our spare engines are out right now because last weekend was a mud race, so they're being gone through. Brian White, our crew chief, goes through them. So that's why behind us he's got one torn apart. You can't show that
Okay.
one.
Is he good? So he does that on the road?
Yeah.
Wow. He
Yeah.
must be
So
pretty fast.
they can rebuild engines. They can rebuild suspension on here.
Wow.
So yeah, spare engines will stay under there. We have spare wheels underneath here.
Now, are you pulling the engine because of the attrition due to the mud?
Yeah, there's just so much stress and heat that goes on, and I mean, even though the main event was 12 minutes, that's just cooked. Why
I saw
risk it?
that.
And the riders have been performing well, so we need to do our job and make sure it's all good.
I saw on TV so many bikes last week were puffing that white smoke. Is that just when the radiator?
Most of it's
starts-
water on the head pipe.
Okay.
Yeah, but if it's coming out of the bottom of the engine, then it's going to be a coolant thing. But we run Evans, so it doesn't do that.
No problem.
Evans
And then I heard
coolant.
Ricky Carmichael on the broadcast was saying from his experience how important it is for a rider to save the clutch.
Yeah.
Is it easy to overheat the clutch?
Yeah,
in that
because you're going so
situation?
slow in a 450, so easy to stall, so they drag it the whole time. And they'll just sit there and drag it, and once you smoke it, then the engine's going to get hot and cause more heat than it needs to be. So the rider has to be aware of it as well as the bike has to be able to make it. So before the main event, we changed clutches, fluids, oils, everything. So when it hits the track for the main, it was brand new, and both bikes survived.
That is awesome, guys. Is this great or what? Now, Carlin, your official title out here, you are the race team manager?
Yeah.
Very cool, man. What a job. Could you imagine that job? He manages all these riders, all the driver, the mechanics. How many employees total on Team Beta Supercross?
The race team, we have 7 employees on Supercross.
Wow.
But total off-road, I'm not even sure. We have a division in North Carolina for the the North Carolina East Race Shop, and then the West race team's based out of the headquarters in Paso Robles. So is the Supercross team. So there's a total of 6 factory riders with about, I don't even know. Each guy has a mechanic, truck drivers. We have a GNCC truck driver, and
Yeah,
there's
super
a few of us. It's good.
All right, well, I got a question. On a weekend like this where it's got to get filthy in here, who cleans up the truck? No way, my man. You drive it and you clean it?
Yes, sir.
You're the man. How do you get all the mud out of here?
These get rugs
labor.
and think they get pressure washed first.
Oh, you take them out and pressure wash them.
Take it
Okay.
out. Like this past weekend, this whole floor was just covered in dirt.
I bet.
The rugs, you couldn't barely see them. But, it's an easy task. We pressure wash them first, put them on the rear of the trailer, dry them out. Once they dried out, come bring them back in, vacuum it to get the nice fine little look that you see.
It
right
does.
now.
It looks good, man. It's
Every
very
weekend. He cleans the whole truck every weekend, top to bottom.
clean. Exterior too.
Everything.
That's got to. How long does it take you to clean the exterior of the truck?
In here, 2 hours.
Wow.
2 hours outside.
2 hours outside. Is that awesome or what? Guys, if you have any questions for Carlin or anybody here from Team Beta, sneak them in real quick. This is great. We're behind the scenes. I want to thank Carlin for this. It's amazing. Carlin, do you find yourself doing a lot of wrenching, or is it more managing? See, because I see you got the gloves on. You probably just help wherever's needed.
Yeah, I help wherever's needed. I have a decent mechanical background, so I was changing some wheel bearings today, and if Taylor needs me help swapping an engine, or one of our mechanics is sick today, so wherever we need help, everyone on our team is mechanically inclined, so we can do whatever we need. But for the most part, I'm just standing there trying to look good.
I love it, man. Pulling engines. We got extra helmets over here. What's up with the foam on the helmet?
These are Benny's helmets, so he puts foam on there so the mud doesn't weigh his head down.
Oh, very
Yeah, so
cool.
it won't stick.
Very
Otherwise,
cool.
it'll pack up there and it weighs your head down, and your neck will kind of get sore.
Very cool. Somebody on here is asking about what type of exhaust you use.
FMF exhaust.
Okay,
Yeah.
very cool.
We run we run a full FMF system.
Oh, look at that, guys. We just saw Joe from FMF last week at Mesquite. Donnie Emler was going to come out.
Yeah.
He got tied up. Hopefully we'll see him soon.
We have spare exhaust, ready to go.
Look at that.
FMF builds a great pipe
Good
for our
Lord.
motorcycle. We have an O2 sensor already pre-welded on it from them, so we can just plug and go and anything we need.
That's beautiful. 937 code says, what's the hardest part of working in a factory truck?
Well, if you do it right, it's easy. If you prepare correctly and have everything organized, it's easy. But other than that, you got to prepare for 17 rounds of Supercross on the road. So we fly in and out with parts, and you got to have engine parts and chassis parts, tires, tubes, bars, grips, everything, whatever we need.
Johnny Carpenter wants to know if you put foam on the bike.
Yeah, we put foam on the bike. So we use some like twin air foam with some twin air radiator covers. So we'll put these covers over the top of the radiator louvers so the mud won't pack up, and then we'll cut up this foam and put it behind the shifter and under the skid plate, behind the brake pedal, just certain areas that is crucial to not build up a bunch of mud, create cause the brake to go out, or not being able to shift, or weight underneath the engine, or anything like that.
Awesome, guys. How about Carlin Gardner answering your questions? If we got any more, get them in there. Brian Powell wants to know, can I get a job? Is Beta hiring?
Submit your resume.
Where do they submit the resume? Off the website? Is there a place maybe?
Yeah, give your personal email out.
I have a Harley dealer down in Clearwater, Florida, who keeps giving his personal cell phone out. And I guess it's working, but he's complaining about all the spam calls he gets. I say, guy, I got a big following.
Yeah, to be honest, it's easy just to DM me, and then I can go through DMs. My email's full enough. But,
Okay, Carlin Gardner on Instagram.
Yeah, that's usually my best way to go through some resumes, and doesn't add in 200 more emails a day.
Bradley Smith wants to know, where do you keep the spare power bands?
Which color power bands are the fastest ones?
They know you're pulling their leg.
Purple
Okay.
power bands are the fastest.
Now you guys see what I have to deal with. A sincere question from RCLMX Shift. He says, best clutch for mud racing, stock or aftermarket?
We run OEM clutches in the betas. So we found those to be the best and the most consistent, but there's good clutches out there. But yeah, our factory team runs an OEM clutch plate right now.
Very cool. Honey Shorty wants to know any updates about the two-strokes. Will we see more two-strokes?
The two-strokes are alive and well. I mean, we sell a ton of two-strokes. We just don't race them on the professional side. But if you want to email AMA and tell them your feelings about us racing a two-stroke, we are not opposed to bringing a two-stroke to Supercross.
I'd love to see the two-strokes come back. Marco Polo wants to know, who are your sponsors and how'd you get them?
Oh, there's so many sponsors. Our main ones are Liquid Moly, FMF, Bridgestone.
Bless you.
I don't know. Luckily for me, when I joined the team 4 years ago, most of the sponsors were there. I just brought on a couple of them. We just got Bridgestone this year with tires. They've been huge for us. And then Liquid Moly is our title sponsor. But we have so many sponsors that help us everywhere else. Kite Wheels, Cherby's Plastics, Mika Bars, Regina Chains. I don't know who else.
Super cool. All right, we got a question from Diddy Oil that I'm not going to read. Troy Harrington says he raced Loretta on a 250 two-stroke. Is that you?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
How about that? All right. So is that one of your buddies, Troy Harrington? Someone says, do they plan on getting more riders in the future?
On the Supercross team, no, not right now. Maybe in the future down the road, if we get a 250F, then we'll get some more riders. But right now, our 2450s are working well.
Shout out.
No.
Oh, whoa.
No, we're live,
you're
man. Good
coming
to
in
see
that
you.
way.
Absolutely. I can let you sneak through here if you
good.
need to.
Yeah.
We want to thank Carlin for bringing us live inside the Beta Factory rig. Let's see. Somebody says, we got to educate people here. These are legit questions. They say, is a Beta a KTM with different stickers? I can say no, but Carlin can probably answer it much better than I can.
No, we're an Italian motorcycle company, fourth generation family owned since 1905. So we are an independently owned, privately owned company, not associated with KTM. Proud to say that too.
And I got to brag on you too, because I think it was 3 years ago with Joe Wasson in Vegas. You told me you were coming to Supercross, and I just couldn't imagine it because I'm still a kid of the generation where you had the big four out here and that was it. And you made it happen. So really, really proud of you. And I mean, how much of a benefit do you think it is for these new riders to have all these manufacturers coming?
Oh, it's great for the sport. I mean, the more teams, the more rides, the more money, the more fans, everything. When something grows, everything grows with it. So it's fantastic. I just hope we continue the growth. I know, there could be some more manufacturers in the next couple years that'll grow even more. But yeah, it's just great for the sport overall.
Good stuff. Yes, Josh, Beta is Italian. Any 250 predictions this weekend for Carlin?
250 class.
Yeah, putting them on the spot. You guys are putting them on the spot. Lewis wants to know, is it warm in there? Yeah, it's very comfortable in here compared to outside where it's 40 degrees.
The 250 class, I don't know. I don't want to say who I don't want to win.
Well, how about this? I'll sneak in a question because Carlin is an ex-pro here himself. What are your tips for surviving in the mud?
I mean, the same thing we talked about. The rider, you can prepare a bike all you want, but the rider has to know his machine as well. You got to know when to push it, know when to pull back, not roast your clutch. I mean, it's a machine. It gets hot, so making sure you feel the bike and you know, like I said, when to go, when to not, and you got to get to the finish line. You got to first finish before you finish first.
Amen. I love it, man.
Can we go over this way?
Yes. Oh, where you need me?
Over this way.
Over this way. Yes, we are not
can
showing
see-
that
I can
beautiful
see
power.
this.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in selfie mode.
Okay.
We're not showing that beautiful power plant.
Okay.
See what I mean? We got it tightened up.
Yeah.
Look at the handsome man we're showing now. How about that? I've been into some. I know the secrecy because I go cover pro stock motorcycle. That's about as bad as it gets.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a towel over the motorcycles at all time, a cover over the motorcycle, so we are not showing that glorious engine. But I do appreciate it, man. Anything else you would like to add? Anything else you'd like to plug or say? We want to let everybody know these bikes. Some people were asking, can I buy one of these bikes today? Can I buy a Beta?
Yeah, I mean, find your local Beta dealer or go to betausa.com and find your local dealer. We have about 205 dealers across the United States and growing, so we're looking to expand and yeah, we're trying to do our job and show what these bikes are capable of, so these people can go and buy a bike and see how great they are.
Well, I love it. Guys, how about a big thank you to Carlin Gardner taking us inside. You don't get that from every factory. I'll tell you that right now. Some of the factories run from us, so it's awesome that Carlin of Factory Beta brought us inside. It is so, so cool. Everybody wants to go see Degan's trailer. I don't think we're going to go inside and start racing Yamaha. You never know. But this was awesome. Love being inside in Beta. Get these bikes for sure. And we're going to take a walk around, but maybe we'll be back, man. If you need anything, you just let us know. Good luck. Let's wish Beta good luck this weekend. They had a great outing in Nevada with their DeMartille. I think that first Supercross win may be on the horizon here in Philly. So thank you guys very much. Do appreciate it. 100%. Yeah, Beta is doing great. Says Ed Yo, Brian S, Swamp Picker. Thanks a lot, Carlin. We do appreciate it. Oh, and it's raining, guys. Oh, perfect time to be inside. All right, we are live, Philadelphia Supercross. You guys, we need to get to 300 likes right now. If you like this video and you like the fact that Carlin Gardner took us behind the scenes inside a factory rig here in Philadelphia, double tap the video, smash like. Let's get up to 300 likes. Want to let you also know you can get your official Cycle Drag shirt on CycleDragShop.com. We'll get it shipped out with stickers. Do you guys want me to walk around and see what else we can find? I really appreciate Carlin, and relationships are everything in this business, because some of these guys out here aren't really familiar with me. Some of them don't really like being cordial with the media or are very secretive. Carlin and I go way back. I covered him when he was a privateer, and I always try to give him shout outs on the NGPC broadcast because he deserves it. And because of that, he gave us some great access that we really, really appreciate, because that's what you, the fans, want to see. We need 18 more likes. Yeah, it is another mud race. 18 more likes is what we need. As we give you a look at Beta. If I see 300 likes, I'll continue to take you for a walk around here. Do me one other favor, and do make sure you are subscribed, because we're going to have full media day coverage today. We're going to get some interviews with all the top riders. I do believe they'll be available to the press starting at 1 o'clock. We won't be able to see any riding today because for the third consecutive week, ride day is canceled. And here comes that brand new Bullet coming into Beta. Brand new engine going in. Mitchell Oldenberg's 49. Got all those beautiful electrical connections sealed up and dry. Here we go. And our top mechanic right now doing this all by himself. Weather for Saturday is looking like rain in the morning. Come on, we need 7 more people to smash like, and we'll get 300 likes on this video. Could be a wrestling match. Very close on this side, just hung up on the swing arm a little bit. Able to get that engine in there. Not the easiest thing to do in the world, especially all by himself. He's doing a fantastic job. There, right there. That was it. One move with the swing arm and yeah, hopefully the weather is better than this. Thanks to all of our friends watching. 400 people watching live right now. Mark O'Neill, Kasperi 2. We're watching Team Beta perform an engine swap. They said after last week's attrition, after the heavy mud in Foxborough, they're going with a brand new Bullet here in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Imagine the suspension's already serviced, ready to go. That is a good question, Josh. We might have to ask Carlin that when he gets a second. Yeah, Kyle says thank you, Team Beta. For sure, thank you. Yes, definitely Team Beta. Shout out to Caden. Right now, Carlin having a meeting with some of the many employees that he manages over here. 7 employees on the Supercross side for Team Beta. Here comes that swing arm bolt back in. Somebody wants to know what type of suspension Beta's running. KYB, guys, KYB. One interesting question Josh asked, he says, is there anything significantly different working on this brand compared to other brands?
I don't know. Like every brand kind of has little things you got to know.
Hold on.
I'd say like we're very specific with the routing of our wiring harness, even versus like the OEM routing. Because obviously our stuff's a little bit different, naturally. But now there's nothing crazy about it. I worked on Suzuki's for like 5 or 6 years with Larry Brooks at BarX. So I got pretty stuck in with that. And then I took a year off to go do construction. I got over dirt bikes for a little bit, and then I realized, nope, I need to get back into that. So I kind of had a gap of no dirt bikes. Like besides, like I'd go to like Jared McNeil's house, and, like work on his bikes, and like the little side work projects just for guys I knew. But no, there's nothing real specific about these that's like, man, that's a pain, or that's just like a beta thing, you know. I guess one thing would be just having to check your subframe to make sure the rivets don't come loose, because we got a seat latch, we don't have seat bolts. So that's one thing you're always kind of doing, is just checking on those, because if those rivets come loose, they pop out, your seat's coming off. There's nothing else holding it on. So that's one thing, race-wise, we're really on top of that. They lasted quite a long while, but sometimes it's just a rivet. You know, you can get an defective rivet and it just not last as long as all the other ones would have. But no, I'd say that's maybe like the only couple little things. There's nothing crazy.
Appreciate it. So nothing to be scared of for the consumer. It's a dirt bike. It's Italian crafted though, and I really like the ergonomics. I think it's a great looking bike for sure.
They go on our website and check out the demo days.
I'll have to do it.
They got a whole list of dealerships. They bring a bunch of demo bikes to go out to, and you can go ride them whenever you want. Not whenever you want, but they have a day listed. Let me correct myself. They have days listed, and they have every bike out there.
Very cool.
So if you're like want to buy a Beta, but you've never rode one, that's your opportunity to go ride one and kind of. You don't usually get to test drive a motorcycle before you go buy it. Right?
No.
You can go test drive our cars before we go drive them and buy them. But no, you got a chance to go test drive a Beta, see if you like, and see what all the hype's about. You know, because they're really good bikes. But if I was going to go buy a motorcycle, I'd want to go try it out myself, and not just take a word for it.
For sure, man. For sure. Well, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. Is that awesome or what? How about giving him some love in the comments, changing an engine, getting Mitchell Oldenberg's 49 ready for another mutter here. If you guys are just finding me for the first time in the comments, how many people have found me for the very first time? Like, who is this guy on my shorts feed? Well, if you did, welcome. I am Racing Jack from Cycle Drag. We have two different channels. Cycle Drag, mainly a pavement channel. Racing Jack, we do a lot of Supercross over here. Make sure you are subscribed, because all of you asking about, can I see the track? Can I see the track? I will show you the track later on tonight when I upload my full press day video for you. That's coming tonight. You don't want to miss it. Every Friday that I cover Supercross, as soon as I get that thing edited, that press video will be up. Hopefully by 5, 6 o'clock, I'll give you a full tour with rider interviews as well. Right now, though, we're live. Hope you're loving it. Micah Carpenter says new here. Gary Donnelly new here. If you guys are new here, smash subscribe so you never miss a thing with notification on. Go Fast Racing. I know you're not new here. Yeah, man, good to see some effort. Wait, first time viewer? I thought I've seen you before, but that is awesome, Go Fast Racing. I stand corrected. Thank you very much. As we continue to take a walk around Supercross pits, Philadelphia. We thought it would be a little bit warmer. Unfortunately, it is not. 40 degrees. Let's hope it warms up for tomorrow. You guys were asking about the weather tomorrow. It's supposed to rain in the morning, but then it's supposed to clear up. I don't think it'll be as bad as what we saw in Foxborough. You just never know, though. It's a soggy spring in the Northeast. Hard to believe, 3 months ago we were in Anaheim with perfect Southern California weather. Now we're back here. And that's the danger. Feld's trying to spread the love. I like what they're doing. They're trying to take the show to a lot of different markets. There are a lot of dirt bike fans here on the East Coast. We normally get the outdoor action in the summer. They're trying to sneak it into the spring. They were hoping for some good weather. Fortunately, not in the cards. But hopefully when we get to New Jersey and Pittsburgh, we will have some much, much better weather. BGL, we're in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Freezing cold. 416 of you watching. Make sure you smash like on this video. Let's get over 400 likes if we can. Love hanging out with Team Beta. See what they're doing. This is some behind the scenes action as they prep these bikes and get ready to go. No riding today. Normally we would see a track preview. We've been having bad luck. We went all the way to Seattle, no riding. Came all the way to Philadelphia here this morning, no riding here either. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. We'll hope for much, much better weather in Newark, New Jersey next week. This is the beautiful Beta 450. Johnny Carpenter says it's going to be hot in SoCal next week for the Two-Stroke Nationals. I can't wait to be there. I will see you there, Johnny. Wish Team Beta could come, but they will be in Newark, New Jersey. Keep an eye on Benny Bloss. We talked to Benny a couple weeks ago, and he talked about how he likes mud races. Feels like tall guys have a bit of an advantage in the mud. All right, let's take a walk around. Let's get out of Team Beta's hair for a little bit. We do appreciate them. We appreciate my man over here, the truck driver. Not only does he drive the truck, he washes the truck, he washes the inside of the truck. You guys want me to take you for a tour on the rest of the pits here for a little bit? If you do, smash like. Am I going to be at the booth in Glen Helen? Yes, I will be in the booth for a lot of the races on Saturday, which will be live on the Dirt Bike Magazine YouTube channel. It's getting nasty here in Philly. It is raining again. Let me get out outside of these ropes. Somehow in Partzilla ropes. It is nasty. Oh, what a nasty rainy day here in Philadelphia. Yikes. Nasty, rainy, and cold. But the Kawasaki Partzilla team is ready to go. As you can see, all these mechanics. This type of weather will really put these mechanics to the test. Figuring out how to make these bikes last. Especially coming off of 2 mud races. A lot of maintenance to be done on the bikes. How you doing, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you. Whew. We've got that quad lock Honda team. Shane McElrath with an excellent performance last week. Pressure washers out already over here for Factory Connection Honda. Wiping down some of these beautiful motorcycles, getting them ready to go. All the mechanics are out working hard, as I said. Big, busy weekend for them. Let's see who else we can find. We are live. Yeah, let me know exactly what pit area you guys want me to go to. I'll try to take you the whole way around. Let's see who's on this back row. Thank goodness they got some covering here. And like I said, it takes a long time to put that awning out. I know anytime the teams can get away with not putting their awnings out, they love it. That way they're able to leave a lot easier. This is probably one of the easiest places to pull in and out too, I must say. Really cool feature here in Philly. It's not as good as being inside, not as good as being indoors. Oh, these are just motorhomes back here. We'll look at some more of the race rigs over here. I'll take you for a look. Caden wants to go. We were at the Degan pits earlier. We can go over there, Start Racing Yamaha, and see what's cooking over at the 38. I don't know if the Degan family is here on site yet. They were in New York City yesterday. Fox and friends. Got to watch them doing their media tour. 395 people watching. Cole Thompson, where is Cole Thompson? I would love to go see Cole Thompson. Dale Hartburn Jr., what team is Cole Thompson with again? I would love to see Cole Thompson. I'm very good friends with his brother, Justin Thompson, and Kyle Thompson. Heartbeat, baby. That's the name of the team, Heartbeat? Let me know the name of the team, Dale. Where should I be looking for Cole Thompson? Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Where do you think they're pitted? What rig? He's probably pitted over there in that section, I bet. We'll take a look. Here we've got Monster Energy Kawasaki getting set up. Please remember to like and share and subscribe. You guys are awesome. Yes, thank you for getting this channel. This channel has been growing. This is our secondary channel. Again, if you're just finding it, Racing Jack. We're at the drag races a lot. We're at the Supercross races a lot. We try to bring you as much racing action as we can. That NGPC race that I was talking about, I did a full upload like 3 days ago. So when we're done here, you can check out that crazy step up that I was talking about where Michaela Nielsen and Giacomo Redondi of Team Pro Circuit Kawasaki almost came together. Luckily, everything was okay out there. Let's see. So for the individual who wanted to see Hayden Degan's bike, we'll take you over to the Yamaha trailer real quick. As I said before though, guys, this is just a warm-up. This is just a preview. We will have full press day coverage coming tonight. High quality upload. I just need to get to work and get it done. I don't think the riders will be available until like 1 o'clock is usually when they have media availability. We'll go check out Degan's bike. It is soaked. There are puddles. Trying not to get don't want to get my shoes soaked just yet. It's going to be a long day out here in the rain. I am hoping for sure though, when we get to Newark, New Jersey next week, we get some much better weather. What say you? Do me a favor too, let's try to get to 400 likes if we can. Smash like on this video if you haven't done it already. I'll take you over and show you Hayden Degan's bike. If you guys give me some likes right now, just double tap the video. Also, if you have not checked in where you're watching from, we want to know where you are watching from. Let's take a look. There is the 3.8 and the entire Star Racing Yamaha team. I know so many of you wanted to see that. 38 ready to go. Haven't seen, there he is, Mr. Duff. Good to see you, my man. We are on Racing Jack YouTube Live. How you feeling today, Mr. Duff?
I'm feeling good. We're dry. We're under the awnings. It's crazy.
Thank goodness for you guys.
It's crazy that they cover the parking lot but not the track.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some more spring-like weather as we continue through New Jersey and Pittsburgh. This is crazy. You got on your winter hat. I'm ready to put on my winter hat.
It's cold. It's like 40s. I didn't realize it was going to be this cold. Like I checked the weather always just for the rain, but I didn't look for the temperatures. Man, it's chilly and it's going to be colder tomorrow.
It is cold.
So I don't think anything's going to dry out. Right now, I'm wondering though, like this is a light rain, but it's still like non-stop. I don't know if it's gonna get puddles in the track, like at the bottoms. So what do we do? Normal tires, mud tires? Are we planning for full mud, or is it gonna be good? They've cut free practice tomorrow, so we've only got 2 qualifying sessions. I think it's gonna be pretty good.
Very cool.
Yeah,
very cool, guys.
Right.
Well, I'm sure just about everybody knows you. For those of you who do not know this fine man, he is affectionately known as Duff. He is Hayden Degan's mechanic. A lot of people shouting you out over here.
Yeah.
Duff Rockstar, what up, Duff? Brent says Duff. They're all shouting you out. We had a lot of Degan fans that wanted us to come over and say hello.
Yeah.
And you just told us about the setup for the mud.
Yeah.
What's going to be different here in Philly compared to Foxborough? I imagine it's not going to be as bad as
I don't
Foxborough.
think it's going to be as bad. Like I don't think it's going to rain as much. The rain's supposed to be done early tomorrow. Someone asked if we're going to change your engine after the heat race. You know, really, if we don't need to, we're not going to.
Okay.
These engines can last, like, they can last a long time. So as long as it's not really, really nasty, we'll run the same bike all day, no changes. But I don't think it's going to be that bad. I really don't.
Anthony wants to know what you did for motor mapping. That's like, hey, that could be one of your competitors' spots.
Yeah.
He can't tell you everything, right?
So it gets tweaked. But
Okay.
I don't think we're the only ones to tweak it. Like, you just want to make it a little bit more reliable in the mud. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, were you with the family yesterday in New York?
No,
Did you get to see him on Fox News?
I didn't watch it, but I saw all the media stuff. That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. They actually, under the screen, they put the first family of motorsports.
That's
How cool was that?
It's pretty rad, all the generations of it. That's pretty rad. Someone asked the track covered. It's covered. I don't think they plan on pulling the tarps until tomorrow morning. So let it rain. It's not really that heavy and intense, so If it's covered, it's fine. Like the only issue is you get all that water on it. They have to pump it off the tarps so that when they pull the tarps, it doesn't make mud in the transitions. But I think it's going to be okay.
Very cool. Thomas says just met him, but already like the guy. How about what a magnetic personality he has. Well, I can't wait. We're gonna be walking around doing some interviews on Media Day. Hopefully, we see Hayden at like 1 o'clock. Maybe he'll be around.
Yeah, I haven't seen him or heard from him yet.
If he's back, he might still be in New York. Who knows?
I'd like to go, and it's only 2 hours from here.
That's true.
We got a delay, so we get wrapped up, and we'll go to New York.
And what I've noticed about you too, that bike is tightened up, done. Are you pretty much all caught up?
Yeah, I was pulling my rear wheel off, and I'm like, man, I don't know what we're gonna do for tires yet, so I'll just save this for tomorrow. Show them Dunlop's right here next to us. Flip that camera, show them how close we are.
Oh yeah, we're right here, guys. We were over there watching Anthony change some tires.
They're right next to us.
Now, do you ever change tires yourself, or do you always leave it to the Dunlop guys?
Race day, they'll handle all of it. And then whenever we're not at the races, whenever we're practicing, all of us guys do all of our own tire changes. I mount the mooses for outdoors, like we have a Rabaconda, so it's really not that hard.
That's cool.
And we do all the tire changes. I actually enjoy changing tires. It's not that bad. Yeah.
Very cool. Now, did the Degans ever grab you and take you to any other races? Have you ever seen Brian race an off-road truck?
No, I saw Haley at Daytona.
Oh, cool.
NASCAR, but it rained out, but I didn't get to watch her qualifying. But no, I never really went and watched any of the other stuff.
Let's see. Somebody says, tell Duffy I said welcome to Philadelphia. Make sure they get a cheesesteak.
I got one last night.
What'd you think?
That was good. Like it was some like seafood and cheesesteak restaurant, so I got a lobster cheesesteak. Oh, it was so good. Someone says cheesecake. I'll go for
cheesecake.
that too.
Josh says, how often do you have to get on the bike and show Hayden how it's done? Oh man.
I used to ride all the time. I haven't ridden for a while, but I would love to. Yeah, our bikes are fun. We do get to ride them whenever we want to.
Now, are you out of the facility in Tallahassee too, as well? Okay, very cool.
A bunch of us are there.
I was down there a couple weeks ago, actually, I was at the state capitol.
Yeah.
Motorcycles were riding there. They were trying to get insurance reform.
Yeah.
Then I jumped on a plane to get to Seattle, and Justin Cooper was on my flight.
That's cool.
What a great job he's been doing,
Yeah,
huh?
that's awesome.
He's been doing really
good. It's cool
good.
flying in and out of Tallahassee. Sometimes we'll meet fans flying through there, through Charlotte, and we travel for lunch. We travel.
Uh-oh.
Cheesesteaks for lunch?
Guys, let us know in the comments, where should they get cheesesteaks at?
Oh, we're already
Gino's,
at Pat's.
Oh,
We're
Pat's.
I was going to standard cheesesteak. Everything. Cheese. Topper shark.
That is so cool.
All right, guys. Enjoy the walk
Well,
around.
thank you so much, man. We appreciate it, guys. Racing Jack YouTube is where you can find it. Thanks a lot, Duff. We'll talk to him later. Is Duff off him or what? Smash like. There you go for all you Degan fans out there. We just talked to the man himself. That is Hayden Degan's mechanic, Duff, Brent Duffy. He does a great job. Hopefully we'll catch Hayden if he's here at like 1 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 11:44 right now on the East Coast. As we continue on, we'll take a look at Anthony changing some more skins. Anthony is getting it done, ladies and gentlemen. He just got a big shout out from Brent Duffy, which I think is so cool. As we continue on, hopefully it warms up a little bit. Hopefully the rain subsides a little bit. We shall see. But these guys, as we've heard, they will change over 100 tires. We're gonna have to stop over and see the McGinley Clinic too. See how Team Tristan Lane is doing. Good stuff, good stuff. Here comes another set. As you take a look at a wet and soggy Lincoln Financial Field. We'll give you some, I'll tell you what, just for you guys too, I will brave the elements. I will get in there in the mud. We'll get some track shots. That'll be uploaded on the video tonight, so you don't want to miss that. That will be up there 100% as Anthony continues his great work over here. Anthony, you just got a major compliment, major shout out. Well, no, you got a compliment from a man named Duff, head mechanic for Hayden Degan.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Great, you do a great job."
He's watching that right now.
Yeah, well, I just interviewed him. Yeah, I just interviewed him right now. That's what he said. He said on race day, he loves bringing the tires here and takes all the pressure off. Good stuff.
I don't take all the pressure out of it, but I leave about like 15 pounds.
And we just had an inside the trailer tour of Factory Beta. Carlin Gardner took us inside. It was great. We got to... Oh, yeah, man. Carlin Gardner, he's an awesome dude. Met him when he was a privateer. That's right. They're all okay. All right. I don't want to cause any conflicts with you guys. That's for sure. Yeah, Benny. He's flying. He says he likes the mud. He says tall guys he feels like might have a little bit of an advantage in the mud. See?
Good attitude goes a long way.
Yeah, good attitude goes a long way.
You get any interesting questions?
Yeah, we got some we couldn't repeat.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Any questions for Anthony here at Dunlop? We got any questions for Anthony? We're up to 400 people watching live. We're trying to get 400 likes, so that means we need 33 more likes. We need you to double tap the video. If anybody has any question, Brian S wants to know mostly paddles.
I don't. Maybe 50-50.
Maybe 50-50.
50 guys, like they'll be more off to run a paddle. 450, the guys that ran some last week, taking them off and going back to a knobby this week. It's interesting because a paddle will be good for like a moment. It's like specific conditions that it's, I would say it's a better tire, but it's hard when it keeps raining like this.
People can't believe we are having another mutter.
Yeah.
Bobby says, are you predicting it to be as sloppy as Foxborough? No way.
So?
No way. Yeah, Foxborough was a nightmare.
It was dusty when they took the dirt down.
They need the
Well, from one Anthony to another, he wants to know, do you love your job?
Yeah, of course. I get to work with people like Rango.
How about that? They're all here, man. All the top mechanics are here.
Good Mexican, I get to be on the other side of the fence.
That's right. That's right, man. We got all the top mechanics, everybody here. Well, good stuff. All right, we'll cruise around a little more. We'll let Anthony continue to get back to work. We always appreciate it. Let's head on over to the other side of the pits, guys, if we can. Let's see what we can find. Hey, do us a favor. We need 15 more likes to hit 400. I'll be happy with that. The other night, if you were watching when we were at Showtime Drag Strip, we had 800 likes. That was crazy. Not even going to suggest that here, but 400 would be nice, wouldn't it? Double tap the video. We're live. Lincoln Financial Field. We are here for round number 3 of Super Motocross. Let's take a look around. I'm willing to get in the rain, get a little wet for you guys. Here we go. We've got the big Lawrence trailer out here as well. Can't wait to see the Lawrence brothers back. Let's give you a look. We are missing Jet Lawrence. What a strange season it's been with all the injuries. There's the big number 1 right there. Any Jet fans watching? Where are my Jet fans? Brian S wants to find Dino. As these mechanics continue to do their thing, we'll take a walk over to the other side and see who we can find. Oh man, there's the GOAT Ricky Carmichael. How about that? Good to see you, RC. How you doing, man? There's the greatest of all time, Ricky Carmichael. How about that, guys? The GOAT. The GOAT is in the house. Isn't that cool? RC. RC is here. I bet RC is still scary fast. It's great to see him, what was it, a year and a half ago at Daytona. He took the Triumph out on the track. Awesome. I really enjoy listening to Ricky Carmichael's commentary too. I feel like so many people like to dunk on all commentators. Trust me, if anybody knows, it's me. It's a very, very tough job. I think Ricky does a great job in the booth. I enjoyed listening to his insight. I was just watching the broadcast from Foxborough, and a lot of the things I'm talking about are things that came directly from Ricky when he talked about how a rider has to be easy on the clutch, and you have to just focus on surviving and staying up. The mentality of a mud race, that is for sure. He is the GOAT. God, I remember, watching Ricky. I'm a Pennsylvania boy, so I remember going to High Point. We'd sneak down to this section in the woods we really weren't even supposed to be at, and Ricky Carmichael came by, and my friends and I just looked at each other. I'm talking like 98, and we're like, that is the fastest we've ever seen anybody go on a dirt bike, ever. Good old RC, he changed the sport. All right. Take a look at Team Muck Off. Where's Cole Thompson? We got Heartbeat Hot Sauce is what we're looking for. We'll see if we can find Cole Thompson over here. It's not quite as crowded over here. If you guys are just joining us, we are live. Oh, look at that, 400 likes. We did it. We did it. As soon as we saw Ricky Carmichael, we got 400 likes. How about that? Is 500 likes out of the question? Could we get to 500 likes? And here is the Morance Mafia once again. You guys keep liking this video. That would be something. I don't think we've ever hit 500 likes at a Supercross race. These horizontal lives have been doing really, really well. If you guys are wondering too, like, hey, what's up with this horizontal live? Don't worry. This isn't the end all be all. This isn't the complete coverage. This is just a preview. You got to get subscribed so that tonight you can see when I drop that full interview, that full video, that full press day video tonight uploaded that you can watch on your television, your computer, your device in high definition. That will be uploaded tonight, so you need to 100% get subscribed. Hayden Degan is the GOAT. That's what Caitlin Wright says. Hayden Degan is the GOAT. Agree or disagree? Well, Caitlin, here's what I'll say. Hayden is an awesome rider, but I think it might be a little premature to call that man the GOAT. We've got Ricky Carmichael with one heck of a crazy resume. Jeff Stewart says, tell Big Kev Stu I said hi. Find Justin Rodbell. E.T. Shout out. Justin Rodbell's the new GOAT. We got a lot of GOATs. Smash like, guys. Double tap the video. Watch this. Tap, tap. That'll send a like up. We're at 406 likes right now. Share with a friend who loves Supercross. Let them know we're live. Let them know about our channel. And hopefully we can get to 500 likes. How great would that be? Yeah, that was the Morance Mafia. This is the Rocky Mountain KTM team. Set up. Ready to go. Let's see what else we can find as we cruise around. There's the Wells Fargo Center. As I said, if you've never been here to Philly, it is kind of neat. They got all their sport there. There's the other building right there. What do they do in that building? I don't know. The Phillies play here. That is Citizens Bank Ballpark. I've seen a Phillies game there. This is the Link. I've seen a football game here. It's actually been quite a few years now since saw a preseason game there between the Steelers and the Eagles. And here's what's funny too, if you follow any of my sports exploits, not to dog on Philly, but the last time I hosted a sports convention, I asked John Gruden, John Smoltz, and like 4 other people, where is the harshest environment? Where are the harshest fans? And they all said, Philadelphia. So we'll see if the hecklers are out. How you doing, man? Good to see you over here. What riders do we got over here? Good stuff, man. Well, sir, if you don't mind, could you please introduce yourself to Racing Jack YouTube?
Scott Wonderstrom, Scotty's dad.
Nice to see you. We just came from the big factory pits, and it's nice to see you got modest teams here. The Sprinter van, a Boxo box. Sometimes that's all you need to get it done, right? Might not have all the resources, but you can still compete. Good stuff, man. Well, we wish you guys all the best. Got to be quite a thrill to compete this weekend. Hopefully weather improves, huh? What's the toughest part of your job?
I don't do much. I'm just dad.
You're just dad, so
I just help set out.
Well, you're going to get the cheesesteaks then, right?
Right.
You're the man. Good to see you. Racing Jack YouTube is where you guys can find that. And big shout out to MX for Christ team with the Kawasaki's ready to go. How you doing, guys? We got these beautiful MX for Christ Kawasaki's ready to go. I love it. If you don't mind, sir, could you please introduce yourself to Racing Jack YouTube?
What's up, guys? I'm Bailey Edsel. Freddie Norton's mechanic.
Good stuff. What are we working on?
Just trying to get the bike ready. A little mud prep, maybe. Not too sure if it's gonna be muddy, but
what are the biggest things you'll change for mud prep?
Just trying to stuff all the little crevices and stuff with some foam. Also, I like to use a little silicone in the fenders and all that stuff. Try not to stick, but I probably will anyways. But I don't know, not too much stuff. I'm not even sure if it's gonna be muddy yet. It might be pretty good. So.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Well, awesome, man. Good luck to you on Racing Jack YouTube. Thanks a lot. I hear a bike running. Let's go see who it is. We got fire in the hole. We got 417 likes, by the way. Keep smashing like, guys. We're gonna try to hit 500 likes if we can. This team warming up. This is the Toyota Redlands. This is the BarX team. Oh yeah, putting a little heat in the 166. Oh, sounds good. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, you gotta love this cold weather, huh? If you don't mind, sir, could you please, we're on Racing Jack YouTube, could you please introduce yourself to everybody?
I'm Ty Davis. I'm Enzo Lopes mechanic with BarX Yamaha.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
What's your outlook here this weekend? Another mud race, it looks like. What are we doing to the bike?
Well, we weren't there last weekend, so this weekend really, I mean, it shouldn't be as bad. It kind of depends on how much it rains tonight. There's going to be a lot of changes going on. It's an earlier practice tomorrow, so that's going to be kind of difficult. Just trying to figure out, mainly like covering up the airbox is a big thing. We have a lot of little changes that we will do, but we're not going to say it out loud. But
secrets.
Yeah, we got some secrets going on, but really, I mean, the bikes are pretty good how they are, so it just depends. If there's standing water on the track, that's going to be the biggest factor on what we change to the bike itself. But really, for me, I feel like the biggest thing is keeping the rider's vision clean. You know, making sure the rider's good. I think the bike's going to be fine itself, so just kind of see how practice goes and go from there.
Very important. Well, good luck, man. Team
Appreciate it.
BarX,
Thank
good
you.
luck to them. As I told you, all these mechanics right now, this is going to be a tough weekend for them. Adds another layer of pressure when they have to deal with all this mud, all this moisture, and they're getting things perfect on these Yamahas. So good luck to Toyota Redlands team getting it on. Thank you guys so much for liking the video. 420 likes. Let's keep it going. Do me a favor, guys. I need you to do 3 things. Make sure you subscribe, hit like on the video, and drop where you are watching from. Jacob Pearson says, go interview with Degan and Webb. I will try. They're going to be available, or they're supposed to be available around 1 o'clock. That's still an hour from now. Right now, I'm going to take you on a walk around the pits, but here's what I can tell you, Jacob. If you get subscribed, I will drop that interview. I will drop that interview later on tonight, so you'll be able to see it. Hello from Texas. Hello from Arizona. Yeah, we had much nicer weather in Arizona for Arizona Bike Week the last couple days. Last couple days of the week. We got to get in there too and find a place to charge up this phone, as it is just a chilly, wet spring day here in the city of brotherly love, home of the Liberty Bell. It is Philadelphia. We're right outside of the Lincoln Financial, home of the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles, and home of maybe the World Series champion this year, Philadelphia Phillies. They've got a heck of a squad. Another big Yamaha team over here. Gizmo Mods, Rock River, FXR Yamaha. How you doing, guys? Woo. Gotta love this weather, huh? Guys staying warm over here? Good stuff, good stuff. There we go. All these mechanics getting ready for what will be another wet mud race. Another wet mud race. Hopefully it won't be nearly as bad as Foxborough. That's what we're all hoping for. All right, we'll continue to give you guys a look around. I don't know where. I was trying to find Cole Thompson and the hot sauce team that you guys were mentioning. Couldn't find them. Let's see if anybody's open down here. KTM team kind of shut down. Let's go check in with the McGinley Clinic. 428 likes, keep it up. And ladies and gentlemen, you know, when we come to the McGinley Clinic, we hope to see a world famous mechanic named Ashley. Ladies and gentlemen, she is world famous. She is a rising internet sensation. Ashley, how are you doing? How have you enjoyed? We are live on Racing Jack. This is the only female Supercross mechanic.
Braving the elements.
You're braving the elements. How do you like all your newfound fame that you found on Cycle Drag and Racing Jack?
You know what? I just keep it coming. Keep the love coming.
Okay, good. There were lovers. We do get some haters occasionally. I get some haters, but
bring it on. I love it.
that means that they like you normally. You know, it's like back to kindergarten. I see you got the coffee going. Why don't you bring us up to speed on what you're doing this weekend here?
So I wasn't here last weekend, and it was a mudder. So Scott was kind of washing his bike and all that stuff, and to be honest, even when you got multiple people on a bike, it's hard to get it clean in one night, especially when it's dark and all that. So we're just doing cleaning round 2. We'll see how good we get it, but it looks like it's going to be another mudder. But we're going to embrace it and have fun with it. So.
Is she awesome or what, guys? If you have any questions for Ashley, drop them down below. She is from Ohio, so you probably feel right at home here, huh?
Yeah, I live in Florida now, so I'm spoiled. I love the sun and I love the heat and being able to ride all the time and just be at the tracks. But yeah, it does make me feel like I'm back in Northeast Ohio for sure.
One of your fans says she purdy.
Oh.
Come on, we need some more in-depth questions.
Not tomorrow.
Super cool. You know, this weather though, I hope that we get nicer weather in Newark, and I hope in Pittsburgh we get some nice weather, because this is gonna wear on these teams.
Yeah, whereas especially on a bike that's seen 2 Supercross seasons too, you know, especially for the privateers, you know, the bike is kind of where it's at for them, and you got to keep it in good shape so you can sell it at the end of the season or however that works for your guy. But for us, we've got the same bike as last year, so we got to keep it clean as we can.
How about that Tristan Lane over here too, huh? Big stop. What a great season he's been having.
Going to sell it on vet lightly used.
Now, do you ever lend a helping hand on Tristan Lane's bike?
You know what? I will if they need it, but this guy right here this guy Donald is one of the best in the pits. He's such a good guy. He's got it handled.
Now, we're a big fan of Donald. We really like his haircut's looking awesome, as we saw.
That is the flat top assassin. Everybody.
Yes. Now, is there any truth to the rumor though that Donald was getting a little bit jealous of all the exposure that Ashley was getting of the superstar mechanic?
It's a little bit true. He doesn't like to show it, but he's a little jealous.
Oh man. Donald's getting a little wild. Well, Ashley, thanks so much. Anything else you would like to add? Anything else you'd like to pass on?
Just support the privateers, you know, give them a follow, give them a like, go see their videos, go watch their YouTubes. A lot of these guys make their living on their social media, so just give the privateers a good shout out and some attention, because they deserve it, you know.
Good stuff, guys. Send her some love. Is she awesome or what? Only female mechanic. Look, she blew you a kiss. How about that? Only female mechanic out here in Supercross. She is awesome. Support for
guys.
Thank you so much, Ashley. And the man we were just talking about, real quick, we got to give him a big shout out, because man, what a great job. Congratulations. Apparently you like to play in the mud, don't you, Tristan?
You know, rain or shine, we're going to go out there and race in it either way, so we might as well get a good result. It was pretty cool, yeah. Good race for us. Obviously, the bike paid a little bit of the price there, but it was awesome. If you're going to be out there, you might as well make the most of it, so I feel like we did.
Did you get any good feedback from the McGinley Clinic with all the exposure you got the team? Were they able to talk to you afterwards? They say anything?
Yeah, Dr. Joe's always excited. He's a fan. He watches every weekend, so him and his family were pretty pumped up. And obviously, John, the guy that's behind the team itself, the Piper Sport program, he's excited. He was there, so he got to witness it, which is pretty cool. So we had actually a lot of really good races for some of the guys under the rig, but obviously with the mud, it kind of is like a crapshoot. Like, you never know if it's going to be a good race or a bad one, but for us, it was good.
What do you think it is that makes you so fast in the mud? Do you have any tips for mud riding? Is it? I know you're a taller guy. Benny Bloss told us he thinks taller guys do a little better in the mud.
I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. I would love to take credit and be like, oh, I'm so good in the mud, like the Plessinger route. I just think I'm excited for whatever conditions. I don't think I've had a lot of bad races in the mud as well. I think I've worked on my starts a lot, which is helping. And I do think being taller helps. You know, I'm over the 6-foot club, and I think when you're able to dangle the legs and paddle through the deep ruts, that can help. But again, it's really just, it's 50-50. I've had races that are great in the mud and races that are bad. I think we all have. But I think it's having a good attitude. That makes the biggest difference.
Good stuff. Well, good luck, Tristan. Wish him all the best, guys.
Thanks, guys.
As we're live on Racing Jack YouTube, where Ashley is world famous, by the way. We'll see. She's working with Donald right now. Is that awesome or what? 447 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get to 500 likes. If you haven't liked this video yet, we'll continue to take you for a walk around the pit area right outside of Lincoln Financial Field. Get subscribed, because we're going to plug this phone in, and then we're going to get out the mics, and then we're going to do our official press day video here from a wet, soggy Philadelphia. We are 52 likes away, 51 likes away from seeing that magic 500 mark. Could we do it? Big shout out to these guys. working hard, getting these bikes ready for the weather. Ready for what will be another mudder. Hopefully not nearly as bad. Brian, hello, Humboldt County. Luna and Lucky is watching us from beautiful, sunny Colorado. Well, I wish it was beautiful and sunny in Philadelphia, but it is not. It is not. Rough weather out here for sure. But all the top mechanics getting it done. Extensive work being done on this machine. How are you, man? I see you got some work to do here, huh? Wow, guys, he said he did it all. Linkage swing arm. This is after the devastating Foxborough mud fest. It was really, really hard on the bikes. Makes things hard on the mechanics, but these guys are doing a great job, so. Uh-oh. Hopefully not as bad as Foxborough. We'll see. A little bit so far. I mean, the weather forecast can change at any point. I think what I heard so far is a little rain in the morning and then hopefully clearing. Amen. If you don't mind, could you come introduce yourself real quick? We're on a channel, right? I want to give you some love. We're on Racing Jack YouTube.
Awesome.
Could you please introduce yourself and tell them who you're wrenching for?
My name is Zach Wiley. I am Slade Barola's mechanic, and I am the MRP SBR Husqvarna team manager.
So awesome, man. Thanks a lot. Hardest part of being a team manager out here is
Trying to manage everyone, and sometimes you get in some situations where you're traveling and you need to get parts, and availability a lot right now has been tough with all the teams and stuff like that. So just being able to provide all the mechanics with the right equipment and all the tools and stuff that they need to do their jobs.
awesome. And you said for you here in the mud, you did everything on this bike. Every nut and bolt came out, didn't it?
I'm pulling the front apart right now. That's been next to my list. I just worked from the back of the bike forward, so we just got to get it done.
Well, good stuff, man. We wish you the best in Philadelphia. Anybody you want to thank or shout out here?
The whole team at MRP SBR Husqvarna and everyone that's watching your YouTube channel.
Awesome,
Thank
man.
you.
Racing Jack is where you're at. Thanks so much. We do appreciate it, guys. It's always great to get up close and personal and meet some of these great mechanics. 41 more likes is what we need. 41 more likes to hit 500 likes. Let's see. Nice interview with Ashley. Thank you very much. You guys like interviewing Ashley, don't you? Hit up Drew Solcombe and Trevor from TU Honda. All right, hold on. I'll see if Drew and Trevor are around. Since, what is it, Tie Lube? How do you say it? Ultimate Lubrication. Is it pronounced Tie Lube? T-Lube? Tie Lube? And that is Sean Morris requesting that. Let's see. How you doing, guys? You guys staying warm over here? I like those jackets, looking slick. We actually had, if you don't mind, could you please introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Drew Slocum.
We just had Sean Morris request you.
Yeah, that's Sean.
You know Sean?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. He requested you and Trevor.
Trevor, I don't know where he's at. He might be in the rig right now.
How do you know Sean?
Well, Sean is our marketing / parts order.
Is he on site here? Or is he back at the?
He's in Michigan.
Oh, he's in Michigan.
Yeah.
Very cool. So,
Yeah.
well, if you don't mind, could you give us an update on the team and how things are going here? And what we hope Philadelphia wouldn't be this soggy. We're hoping it's going to be a little warmer. It's soggy, it's cold, but how are things going?
I think they're going pretty good. Last weekend, very similar conditions, I'd say. And we got as prepped as we could last weekend, so we just stayed prepared from last weekend to this weekend, and we're ready for the cold, wet conditions.
What are the biggest changes for you compared to a dry race?
Biggest thing is foam. A lot of foam. Foam behind foot pegs, shifters, brake pedals, skid plate. I mean, foam as many places as you can put it.
And the main purpose of the foam is?
Lighten the bike, so when mud sticks to the foam then will vibrate, and most of the mud should fall off. Now, yes, they'll still stay very heavy, and there's places that you can't put foam that the dirt will stick to, but biggest thing is to try and keep as much mud off the motorcycle as possible.
Good stuff, guys. Now, what are you hearing tomorrow with the practice schedule? Have we had any official announcements yet?
I haven't heard of one.
I haven't heard a thing. We know no press day riding, unfortunately, today.
Correct.
I keep coming to these media days, no press day riding, but oh well, what are you going to do? I just hope next couple rounds, Newark and Pittsburgh, we get some sunshine, we get some nice weather. This has been crazy. It's been a crazy stretch of weather.
It has, and as I've said from last weekend and now this weekend with the weather conditions, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same thing in the other two. We could have a whole month of just
open stadiums,
mud racing. We could have a whole month of mud racing.
Do you think this could potentially cause Feld to maybe rethink the schedule next year?
I hope. I don't know. I'm not one of them. I'm not, what is it, accumulated with Feld at all, but I would hope that they would rethink if we have a whole month of mud motos.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, where are you guys from?
I'm originally from Minnesota.
Okay.
Indiana.
Okay, so I'm an East Coast kid. I can't tell you, we do have a lot of moto fans out here. We're used to getting outdoors, and they love Supercross. Like, I know people are so excited in Pittsburgh. They haven't had a Supercross since the 70s.
Yes.
But this is the danger of coming here early in the year.
Correct.
And I think Feld was probably hoping that we would caught one of those really warm, nice, dry springs.
And it would have been great.
I got my fingers crossed for Pittsburgh, though. I think we're due. My mom says it's supposed to warm up to like 80 degrees next couple weeks. That would be great.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be phenomenal.
Yes, it would. Well, thank you guys so much. Anybody you'd like to thank over here?
Ty Lube Honda.
Ty Lube. What is Ty Lube, by the way?
So it's a lubricating oil company. So
Contact cleaner, chain lube, all kinds of
chain
stuff.
lube, oil.
There's Trevor right here.
Carb cleaner.
There he is.
Yeah, there's Trevor right there.
Well, I'm going to have to try some of that Ty Lube. Bring me a can in Pittsburgh. I'll have to try it out.
Sounds good.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much. You're on Racing Jack YouTube. We do appreciate it. Shout out Sean Morris, who was asking for you.
Sounds good.
Thanks a lot, guys. We do appreciate it. We'll have to try some Ty. Sean, I need some Ty Lube in Pittsburgh for my dirt bike. We will see if we can find Cole Thompson. Is that Gino's? Is Gino's Steaks right there? I might have to go get myself a cheese steak as we continue on to take a walk. There's the one and only Trevor. He is here. Let's take a look at some of these Kawasaki's back here in privateer land. Hey, 25 more likes and we'll hit 500 likes. You guys are awesome. Let's do it. Let's do it. 25 more likes. Look at this one's got a bunch of signatures on it in privateer land. You never know what you will find in privateer land. Very cool out here, though. The 351 ready to go with this talented mechanic. Good to see you, man. He's wrenching away, getting this machine ready to go. Rain's starting to pick up. Not good news for us. We're gonna have to go drop this bag at some point. I just got right off the airplane, straight here to Supercross to do live coverage for you guys. Like I said, we're gonna do some interviews. We're gonna catch up with some of the top riders here on Media Day in just a little bit before we gotta head on back to the airport. This is Yamaha team. This is EBR Performance, Engine and Brakes. 19 more likes. I think we're gonna get to 500 likes. I didn't think we had a chance to do it, but thanks to you guys watching this coverage, is everybody here subscribed so that you don't miss my video that I will post tonight. Please do it, and please tap the video just like that. Tap. We need 18 more for 500 likes. We'll give you a walk around the full pit area. We've been live for, time flies when you're live. We've been live for almost 2 hours. 2 hours around the Supercross pits. I want to see again, is there anybody out there who's finding me for the very first time? My name's Jack Rebella. I am from Cycle Drag YouTube. Right now you're watching me on Racing Jack YouTube, a newer channel. Oh, I hear somebody firing up. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel because we've been to, I think we've only missed 3 Supercross rounds this year. We'll try to go to the remainder of the races. I don't know who fired up moments ago. We need 2 more likes for 500. You guys are awesome. We're getting soaked. I think we've just about seen it all. We did it. 500 likes. You guys are awesome. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. This is Team Fajita. Yo, how you doing? We're soaked out here, man. You guys having a good one? Good stuff, man. Good to see you. Good luck to you guys this weekend. Good luck to them. Team Phantom. Well, you got, look at that, 508 likes. You guys far surpassed my expectations. You guys are awesome. Remember, if you want one of these shirts, cycledragshop.com. Get it shipped. get subscribed because tonight we got a full upload coming from press day. The bad news is the rain continues to pick up. I thought we were out of the woods today, but no such luck. I'm gonna have to get inside here in a little bit and get charged up, but if you want to see, if you're just tuning in and you missed the beginning of this video, it'll be available on demand, so you can go back and get this whole tour of the Supercross pit area for round number 13. I want to know down below too, everybody if you can, everybody watching, all 401 of you watching right now, let's get some predictions. I want to hear your 250 podium. I want to hear your 450 podium. Yeah. And there's the 334. Sounds good. So guys, again, let's get the predictions going down below. 450 podium, 250 podium. Oh, this is just terrible. Terrible, man. Terrible weather. But hey, there could be worse things. I used to work broadcast news an hour from here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, at an NBC affiliate. They'd have me out covering the homicide right now. I'll take a rainy Supercross race any day of the week. Absolutely loving it. Hopefully I get some scoop for you guys. Not scoop tire, but maybe some of that as well. And we'll talk to some of the top riders coming up in just a little bit. How about it? So we're asking you to please put your predictions in as we give you a look at Lincoln Financial Field. Dick Barry says Sexton for the win. Jeff C says someone will win. Someone will win. I can guarantee you that. Good afternoon, everybody, says Teresa. Josh says, oh man, I just stepped in a big puddle. Sexton, AP, Stewart. Look at this. This is nasty, guys. Whew. Nasty out here. How you doing? It is wet and nasty. Oh my gosh. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna have to get inside in just a little bit. 516 likes. You guys are awesome. Hopefully I don't have any water on my lens too. We're gonna have to check that out in a little bit. But this is where we'll see the Lawrence brothers back for the outdoors. We hope. We do believe that's the plan. Yes, the track is built and covered. In fact, Bad Dog, if you go to the beginning of this video, I showed you the track once I posted, which was, believe it or not, 2 hours ago now. We've been live for 122 minutes. That is your official walk around the Supercross pits. Hopefully it'll be a much nicer day tomorrow. Much nicer day tomorrow is what we're hoping for. Let me get you guys inside. I don't know if I got enough battery to give you a quick look at the track. We'll try. Keep smashing like. Let me make sure I got my credential out for these people. If you guys are just joining us, round number 13. Oh, a wet and soggy round. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Thai Lube guys getting their tires. I'm seeing some KX 450s and 250s that I would really, really like to own. Man, just give you an idea of how wet it is. It is soaked. Harley Chopper says, dude, you whine too much. It's only water. Why be a soy boy? Well, Harley Chopper, again, what I want to say, if you heard me moments ago, I'm very pleased and optimistic. I'll never complain about being at a motorcycle race. I have been live though for 2 hours, and it's a little chilly out here. I wish these teams would have warmer weather, but absolutely, I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I just know it's tough for them. 3 weeks in a row, mud races, not easy. Let's give you a look at the Monster Energy pit party area. Pretty cool. Woo, look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. We are soaked. Absolutely soaked. Soaking wet. Kevin says, my wife loved the mutter. It does make for good TV. Dick Barry, you're very welcome. Thank you, guys. Is everybody subscribed, by the way? Especially the Harley Chopper man. You subscribed? Chopper butthead. Yeah, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong, guys, and I'm with you too. you know, it makes for very entertaining television, and it does give us some real parity. It gives us some real interesting results. You see people like Aaron Plessinger who succeed in these type of conditions, and then what we saw in the 250 category, we saw a lot of individuals running up front that don't normally run up front. So it provides opportunity for a lot of teams. And wouldn't it be cool if we saw Team Beta capture their first win? I mean, we just went over there to the truck, and those guys are super pumped, super ready to go. So we shall see. But thank you guys so much. Hope you appreciate the hustle. 528 of you have liked this video. That's pretty darn good for a Friday morning in Philadelphia. I told you we had 800 likes the other day at the drag strip, but I'll take it for now. Remember, if you want, anybody wants one of these official shirts, cycledragshop.com. I got the ones without the collars that are really nice, under the chest protector, under the jersey. She wants us over on this side. We can go over on this side. There you go.
You need to have one of the purple ones. You gotta go for the next one.
The next one at the end? How's already been in here? All good? Okay. Purple ones. All right. Here we go. Let's see. We were in that one earlier on. They want us over here though. This is just some of the behind the scenes red tape. You do, hey, whatever the fine folks ask for is what you do. I was trying to show you guys the track, but we might have to wait. We might have to wait. Let's see if I can get through on this way. I don't know if I can get through. Let's see. I don't know where I can get through. Let's see, we got some pressure washing going on over here. Getting the bow. Ashley's gonna do a little bike washing over here. Very cool. Getting the boots clean, getting the bike clean. That's why she is the hardest working female mechanic in all of Supercross, ladies and gentlemen.
Just when you think the work was done from last weekend.
Not quite. No, I know, right? All right, guys, unfortunately, we are out of battery. We are out of battery, but please, if you appreciate my efforts, if you appreciate that tour around the entire pit area here, round number 13, smash like. I think the phone's getting wet too, so we better get off anyways. And I will have a full video uploaded tonight though, press day, behind the scenes. We'll talk to some of the riders. We'll get everything taken care of. Get your shirts on cycledragshop.com. Get subscribed. Give it a like on the way out. And we will continue on from a very wet and chilly day here at Lincoln Financial Field. We prepare for round number 13 of Super Motocross coming your way. Make sure you watch all the action on Peacock tomorrow. And before we get to Peacock, we will have coverage right here on Racing Jack YouTube, coverage of Media Day, and a whole lot more that you're not gonna wanna miss. Sean wants me to interview Trevor. I will, Sean. But you got to promise me, Sean, you're going to send me a can of Thai lube in Pittsburgh. I want to try some of that stuff out. You're very welcome, Sean. Harley Chopper says, I will not miss it. And big shout out to Ashley. She is awesome. All right, guys. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're out. All right, that's it. More coming from Philly. Again, get subscribed. Give me a few hours, and I'll have a full video coming